Currently? As of right now. Did you click the button right now? Is it recording right now?
Got the red light.
We're live. Whoa.
All right.
What did you just say, Nick? What did you call me?
Demonetized already. That was so quick.
Right out the gate.
Okay, so if you tune into my Spotify, it should be ready to go. I have a ton more music than we used to, flavored for a shawl specifically. So, does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'll change that as we go.
I'm listening.
It's a lot quicker than putting links. All right, everybody ready to play?
No.
Did Manage say no or go?
No.
Oh no!
No, not
right
right.
Not yet.
Calm your tits.
Tits are not calm at all. Can never be.
Right. Hang on.
Hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, proceed. We're good.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
That is our recap. Previously, you have entered Day of the Hunt for money, and you have proceeded with fighting an Allosaurus. You are going up against the Barburners, one of which Darash has been flirting with, Vana, a sorceress. The Barburners have taken their name from burning down many of bars in the past, and the Hardy Helm, which are a holy group, have entered as well. You have won both of your duo matches, somehow, and you have gone forward to the main event, which you have found is a slice of Cavamoira. And with that, you've been fighting dinosaurs, creatures that you have never seen or heard of, except for Darash. You have heard these creatures of... almost didn't know if they existed quite, or had heard stories and didn't quite know them, but you have finally fought some dinosaurs, taking down Allosaurus. You have looted items from a burning shack that you've set aflame. You've acquired a bomb. Also, those potions and the bomb bag, they're on your D&D Beyond. I've been utilizing that extreme. So any item you all get, I've been popping in there. Who got the potions as well? You got the potions. Those are in your inventory on D&D Beyond now. And after that, you've waited. You've seen an Ankylosaurus wander by peacefully, and you've carried on. Eventually, you find a Pteranodon, a winged, leathery bird creature that none of you have seen before, and it was in a trap. Turns out the thing was a trap for you, as two tree ants, living, humongous trees of jungle nature, have stepped forward to confront you. Now, let me read one thing just to recap myself, and... Okay. So, we resume. Shaded in the trees, light beaming down. These tree ants have uprooted themselves, making feet and legs. Branches have bundled together to form these long limbs. A face begins to form in a pin-up pose, according to Trey. As they step outwards, they look onto you. Their expressions aren't quite emote. It's much like a decoration you would hang on a tree with a face. They're not moving too much. They're just kind of there enough to form a face. On either side of you, your backs together, they step forward, poof, shaking the ground. What do you do first off? They stop. They don't begin to swing or to initiate battle, but they step forward. Their arms are kind of out, so you know if you were to try to run, and if they would want to hit you, they would be able to reach you with ease.
These are big boys, aren't they? Like
these are big boys.
Figures?
They are 50 feet tall, and in terms of
that's more than huge.
In terms of actually like D&D like terms, like huge and large and all that, they might be huge. I have to turn back to my page. But they are about 60 feet tall, but their limbs are more thin. They're not a large trunk. They are technically huge in terms of stats, because they take up, in terms of squares, they take up 3 by 3. But they're big, and they pack a punch. You can tell that just by looking at them. What do you do?
Did anybody grab the talisman for this pterodon?
No, a talon is... I think, yeah, Pengelly got it. The talon is right at your feet. Pengelly has grabbed it. With this... Mm-hmm.
Is this a common thing? Just gonna stare up at the trees.
Roll a nature check.
Can I do it as well?
Yes, you can.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Good start.
No worries. 10. Darashakar, you have heard legend of these. Tree ants are from like mythological stories and whatnot, not known to be quite real in your experience. They could be, they could not be, but you've heard of mention of them, knowing of living trees. They're a very common childhood story, like element, just like fairies would be. You know, maybe they're real, maybe they're not, but it's in there. You've heard of them. Mira, you have definitely heard, and some part of you pings that you have maybe even encountered them before. They are uncommon. Some of them are in the Feywild, some of them are in Dalaras, some of them are made, enchanted to come to life. However, the natural tree ants are as old as plants themselves. They were made by the gods, and they're very rare, but they're hard to find because they blend in right well. They are protectors of nature. Druidic circles have been known to work with tree ants, which probably pings to you on why they're here. Circle of Science have probably gotten them to come help with the game. You do know, with a natural 20 as well, that they are usually good.
Are they sentient? Can we talk to them?
Mira, you would know that they are sentient. That they can speak.
I'm gonna
Usually,
kinda...
in the old stories, they speak Elvish.
I'm gonna hesitate for a second and be like, maybe we can reason with them?
With trees?
An arm
Yeah. Hey, man.
right down next to you all, dirt and clay covers you all, as one leans down on its arm and it gets its face towards you. You can speak to us. We are here.
Oh, is that common or Elvish?
This, currently, it is common, but it definitely has Elvish... Accent's the wrong word for it. Yeah, but it's got some Elvish tendencies to it. As if their native language is Elvish. The other one begins to spread its arms out, hugging the back of you all. Not like touching you all, but making sure you all just can't run away. As this one is confronting you all, the talker. What do you seek? It's very strange watching this wooden... Some elements are like Krianza, but like a very old... like it's... Because Krianza's got emotion and, is human enough, but these are very dialed back. They move, but it's odd. Animatronic style.
We're in a competition. We're looking for a marked creature.
Anything about an egg?
I mean, if there's money, an egg.
You say an egg, and the face looks over towards you. What would you give in exchange for information on the egg?
What do we have?
Do you want anything particular?
It doesn't answer. The face is like motionless as it's... You almost think it's looking upon this great creature that any second and it could just look like a normal tree again. It's so strange. But it doesn't answer. It's waiting for you.
I'm gonna pull out my watercolor of Aerith.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it up to
Small
him.
painting.
A beautiful decoration for you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuade the tree.
Yeah.
That's 14.
You see, without moving, one of the thin little branches with a vine on it just uproots from its shoulder and comes over and takes it from you. And the paper gets curled up as it's pulling back, and it goes. Some parts of the branches open up, and the painting just goes inside and bark and leaves cover back over it.
Hang that up, and it would look real nice.
What else do you have to offer? You look back, those of you who look back on the other one, you see that it has, his arms are out, and from it, vines have begun sprouting down to the ground, and is basically rooted down in there, making a wall of vines from the back of you of vines. Just to make sure you all can't run that way, at least.
Yeah.
You see the vines just spilling down and rooting down. You feel the ground tremble a little bit.
Hey, so Mr. Tree, sir, and Pen will pull out the mirror.
Head just looks towards you. Mm-hmm.
And he'll hold it up. Have you ever seen yourself before?
There are small ponds in the forests back home.
Would you like to do it at your convenience with this device we call a mirror?
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, Trey. Thanks.
10.
You see a little vine and a branch extends out from its neck, clutches it, takes it from you, smashes it on the ground. It just, the mirror just shatters.
You dickhead.
Okay.
You say that?
She went multiple.
I'm gonna pull out my umbrella that rains inside of it.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna hold it out and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna open it and let it like rain in case of a drought. And it just rains a lot. If this water, whenever you want it, interests you.
Make a persuasion check. One more. We have been offered gifts in exchange for aid in this. We've come to help with the game.
I got a 5.
Mm-hmm. What do you roll?
A 5.
The branches come out, clutch it, extends from your grasp, and holds it, and cranes its neck. What is this?
It rains.
What use would I have for this?
I don't know, unless you're thirsty.
Nourishing water.
Yeah.
Whenever you require it.
Goes over his head and just flaps it open with a branch. Closes it forcefully. Takes it. Jabs it into its back and it opens up. What else? See, the 5, it took it, but it wants something else, essentially, with that 5. We are almost pleased. The one at the back is just still silent.
Oh, I should have gotten mac and cheese.
I grow impatient.
Pen reaches into his bag. It says, how would you like something that would enable you to easily prepare the ground for planting of more trees and plants?
Doesn't say anything, but it leans forward a little bit.
And he
Listening.
whips out his shovel with a flourish as if it's like a magic wand.
Make a persuasion check. Roll a performance check. You're doing with a flourish. Let's see how much pizzazz you give it.
19.
You do like a little bit of Vanna, kind of.
Selling the hell. Like, rah.
Yeah. Quickly, a little vine takes it. it just wraps into its wrist.
Pen holds onto it just before he takes it away.
Mhm.
If this pleases you, alongside information, may we ask an additional favour to be taken aloft to get a view? And he'll let go.
Takes it. Goes into the wrist. Yes. You see it arm falls down, and it opens and flattens, basically, making kind of an arch as if it were stairs up into its shoulder.
Your eyes
Pem.
would scramble up that like
Pen starts to walk up.
just fucking flailing to get onto that creature.
Yeah, you just climb up. It's strange. It is forming like a natural bridge, or it is interesting. And you feel, now that you're on this, you feel maybe it's breath, but some living essence flowing through this thing. It is interesting. The little bits of leaves move slightly, even though there's no wind. Do you all climb up onto the shoulder?
Yeah.
Gently, yeah.
You do so. There are little handholds that sprout at the top on its neck as it hops up. Hold on tight, little people. As it stands up on its knee, and it begins to crane upwards as you begin to rise and rise faster than you expected over the leaves, essentially, and over to the treetops. You begin to see out onto this great arena.
Thank
What
you.
you
This is a great gift indeed. What do we call you?
I have no name.
Okay.
You want one?
Okay.
If you wish to give me one. This is like as you're going up.
Well, like, would you enjoy a name? Or would it just be more like something that happens?
I am indifferent.
Okay, you're Robert.
Should we just say, hey, you?
I'm Robert.
Robert Plant.
So you get to the top. And so at this point, you have to like shield your eyes from going through the tops of other like branches and leaves. It's like, as you get slapped with like little branches, but you reach the top and you see over this expanse, you basically, it's weird. It is beautiful and it looks so real, but seeing from the top, you can see almost the curvature of the dome a little bit, which is odd. You can kind of tell, it's hard to notice, but you can tell this is a little fake. You know, the inside is all real, but you can tell almost now where the actual dome walls are from the top. If you'd make a perception check for me for anything interesting.
Oh, yes.
The group?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, whoever would like to.
19.
11.
19, 11,
11.
11, 6. You all see this. You can kind of get a view of where you are now. So using the map, if vaguely of where you are, you have made your way over to here now. Started over here, you've made your way over to here. And so, but looking around, Pingilly. So it's really hard to see, even though you're high up, it is quite hard to see anything specific because of all the trees and divots and everything here. However, you do notice not too far from you to the north is, on the ground it's kind of hard to judge, but you're a ranger, you can tell it might be 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, a walk towards the north. You see in trees situated is a structure of multiple tree houses, a small treehouse colony of maybe 4 or 5 tree houses.
Would that be just to the north, or is it in the northwest of the dome?
It's north from where you are. It would be about almost where Balmoral is on that map. It would be around there. However, near the center, a little south of where it says Beaucaster, you see there are no trees at all. It is more grassy plains near the center. It's more trees on the outskirts, but the more you get to the center, it is more plains and cliffs. You see there is the river's running through, heads towards there, and you actually see a lake in the middle of this arena. That's the level of interest. Another beautiful sight is when you're about to finish looking, flying overhead, just right in the middle, like way out there, is a group of pterodons, a flock of them. of multicolored, flying towards the east peacefully. It is quite beautiful. And with that, you all see towards the east. Your hearts are unsettled just for a moment, but then you calm as you see a long-necked, leathery creature peek up onto the tall treetops, grab some leaves, and retreat back down. You've never seen such a creature so big, none of you. And that's from a distance.
Robert? The, items that we gave you for information on that egg, the crystal egg. In what direction would that be?
Yes, that would be... Let me check my notes, and I'll tell you in just a moment.
Pulls up little book.
This is my notes of what I'm dealing with today. I got stuff everywhere today.
So much.
And I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of groups going and I have like what they've been up to and what they're doing and where they're heading and I cannot tell you the location of the egg, but I can tell you how to find it. North from here. There's one in the north and one in the very far east. Look for a small tower. Climb it, and you will find information.
Tower of Stone?
Thinks for a moment. Shiny tower. Not stone. Well, it has been good meeting you all. And I am glad to have helped you, and thank you for the gifts. However, none of you gave my friend a gift, and that is extremely rude. So while I helped you get here, I will not be helping you down. As a hand extends over you all on the shoulder, a hand just peeks up. None of you all gave his friend a gift.
Oh, no, but I thought those gifts were for all of us. Why don't you share?
Go give him a gift. Does he want a gift? I've got a gift for him.
The hand is enclosing like a cage. It is all. You see the shoulder around you is beginning to spread up like a cage as the hand is coming down. Someone could try to jump if you wanted to, but that'd be 60 feet falling. Darash, you could fly off if you like.
Person who...
Which direction is he throwing us?
He's going to be throwing you north. That's where you were looking. Didn't spin or anything. He's just going to throw
It's okay,
you.
guys. I got this. Let's
He's
just
basically
get thrown.
forming a wooden cage out of himself and will be plucking you. But, Darash, or any of you if you'd like, would you like to try to escape before the grasp comes?
Yes, because I think outside.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
21?
At the 21.
Alright.
We're children.
With a 21. As the hand is coming down, you are able just to, as it's enclosing around you, a little fence begins to crop up around you. As the hand comes, you're able to squeeze. You break a couple instinctively to get through. You break a couple small vines as you hoof, and you begin to flap your wings to fly. However, the rest of you, you have to basically catch yourselves not to fall into each other. As the ball of wood gets picked up, this cage. Goodbye, friends. And throws you all. Do any of you do anything?
Robert!
I'm gonna brace up against the
I'm gonna let us fall for a while. I want to see how much distance we can get to the north.
Okay.
And then how far up are we?
You're 60 feet up. A little bit under, so like 50 feet up.
We're going
in the
air.
Are we going like out?
Are we arcing?
Or are we going like?
Yeah, you're
down?
being thrown, just like throwing a baseball. You're being just thrown. You'll eventually start arcing down.
I would like to arc for a while, and then when we start coming down, I'm going to cast Featherfall.
Okay, are you bracing yourself for the meantime?
I'm assuming that we're like spiraling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just being spun.
I'm not going to try and look for anything.
Like, swung tacks around and covered into a ball, and he's like just bouncing around on the inside.
As you go, Tax yelling, "This is why I don't eat plants!" As you're just being thrown. I need all of you to make me either a dex saving throw or a strength saving throw. And if you're more bracing yourself, or if you're more just trying to position yourself not to be slammed against the cage.
I will say, so while this is happening, Darash would like pause and like look almost whimsical because like fucking tell.
Yeah.
But he would be trying to fly and trying to grab onto this thing to stop it. Like he's trying to slow it down.
Okay. Make
He
me
doesn't know Mirror's plan.
a strength check as you try to reach out and grab this thing. Straight up strength check.
So you were saying for strength for bracing, and then
Dex
if
saving
like
throw.
we're moving around.
Yeah, if you're trying to just move around the less. Strength saving throws for you both. Check for Darash. So first of all, Darash, what did you get on your strength check?
7.
Okay. And Krianza?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Pen?
17 dex.
Are you holding on to Taxus, or no, he's just flopping around, isn't he? Or is he gonna-
No, he's I've like curled around Taxus.
Okay.
In a
Gotcha.
ball. I'm like maybe gripping one side of the cage.
Great.
Gotcha. Mira?
I got a 12.
12? Okay. Mira, you've you've basically grabbed a vine and seatbelted yourself to the wall as much as you can. Pen, you've got a really good hold. You have put your feet, you're like in an X formation right now, trying to stay ready, but careful not to smash your hands. It's when you start to go, Krianza, you just lean forward, and Pen, you're able to dodge it. However, Mira with a 12, Krian just comes right towards you. Boom! It lands this hunk of metal. It hits into you. You hear some of the branches break currently. Both of you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you're just... Both of you are tumbling around. Darash, you try to fly out. As you sit there and look at this thing whimsical for a moment as it's throwing, he doesn't even seem to notice that you're still there. He begins to start sitting down, but you go flying towards... You try to grab onto this thing with a 7, did you say? You grab onto the outside like a hamster ball, and you're just spinning now. With that, as you are hurling to the ground, it's just a mess. It's like Scooby-Doo 2 in the live action where they're in the ball under the person's house. They get captured. You can barely see yourselves going anywhere. This is... If you think your character may get sick, you might... This is one hell of a ride. As you... Going... Something hits you, Darash. And probably the rest of... All of you are thinking, we might die. Darash, you're thinking, I'm gonna get flattened on this ball. I can't let go. Because if it lands wrong, you're gonna flatten. Mira, make a perception check with disadvantages. You are currently being knocked around by Krianza, and you're trying to see the outside so that you can judge when to cast. It's hard to judge just how fast they're going.
7.
It's up to you. When do you want to cast it?
Something.
I guess I'm gonna let us go for a little bit, and then when I start getting worried, I'm gonna cast it.
You start going for a little bit? How many seconds?
3.
Maybe like when we start hitting trees again?
You go about 3 seconds, and you start getting whapped with branches.
Yep.
Darash, I need you to take 4 slashing damage from just branches.
But I don't know you're out there.
No!
Do you cast it?
Yeah.
So this is interesting. You're casting Featherfall, but the motion of the cage is still going to bring you down. It might lessen the damage a little bit, but not much. So are you casting it on... You didn't see Darash out there, so I don't think Darash would get the effect of it. So... How do you, while you're
could I choose him anyways? Because it's any creature within, any 5 willing creatures within 60 feet. Could I just try to choose him?
I would just say you just...
Like, assuming he's
like
in
an
the
area of effect comes out. Yeah, you just send a wave out, essentially. You all begin to feel yourself come aloft a little bit, to slow. For a split second, before, in the back of your head, boom, the cage just keeps going. It will lessen the blow, but you're still going to be hurling down, but a little less harshly. Darash, you feel yourself lessen. Would you like to let go?
Oh yeah.
You might be able to now.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check with advantage. Because of the spells helping you, you might be able to knock the momentum and get off of this cage. Athletics with advantage. 14, you're able to... And then you just... It's weird, you're flying, but you're not flapping your wings. But then you just start gliding down through the trees. So weird. And you all feel yourself still being hurled down, but aloft in here. Still hitting the trees. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, he's gonna see the projectile. He's gonna try to, like, I guess, find a way to lessen any damage it's gonna... Like, if he can do something to direct the water or anything, he's just essentially trying to lessen that land.
Okay, funny enough, Robert was throwing them towards a pond. I rolled badly, so he's gonna miss the pond. But you see the pond. Would you like to try to
Yes.
nudge him in?
Try to direct. Yeah.
How are you gonna direct them in? Exactly. What's your method?
Shoulder check it.
Headbutt.
That is exactly what he's a fucking dipshit.
Make an athletics check. Athletics check, or you can make an attack roll and we'll judge it on the hit and the damage. Or you can make just an athletics check. What would you prefer? Both have pros and cons.
Choice. It's giving me +7.
Okay, you're just gonna try to shoulder check it with an unarmed strike and hit it as much as you can.
26.
Roll some damage just to help see how much you can nudge this thing over. You see, it's in a thicket of trees, and there's a small pond, not very big. It's almost the size of this thing. However, you see there is a river, like a creek leading out of it. 6 damage. You shoulder check, and it gets knocked ever so slightly. You feel yourself an impact come onto you, and a second later, you feel it doesn't quite make the water. Only a sliver of it will hit the riverbed, essentially, or the pond bed. So you hear cracking of wood, splintering as a sliver of the ball hits it, and you all plunge underwater. It's a moment. And then for Pen and Tax, you come up as the top of it. You're still underwater, but now, Darash, you see the ball is now getting picked up into the small river that's leading out. There's a big gaping hole in the side of it, but it is now being pulled along.
Scrambles for the hole to try and climb around and on top of the ball.
Yeah, now Dash
Make-
is now try to grab on, like, just essentially like to hold it.
Each of you give me an athletics check.
Yeah, can I try and make the hole bigger?
What do you want to do for that? How do you want to try to bust the hole out?
I'm just gonna, like, use my body, bust it out.
Make an athletics check or an attack roll with strength.
Comes into it. It's a natural 1.
Natural 1? Yeah. With a natural 1, you were trying to pull him out, correct? You go...
I was trying to hold on to the ball. Keep it still so they can get out.
I got you. You go to pull on it. Nice. Darash, you realize that as you go to pull it, if you hold on for any second longer, it will drag you underneath it and under the water. Instincts tell you, nope, can't right now. So you just let go. Unless you wish to hold on, but you know you'll go under.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He does not like
And
water, we're good.
you start hitting it. It's hard. It's hard with the thicket of the water to get through to the edge and to get enough damage. Pengelly, what did you get?
So Peng got 15. So if he can get out of the hole and on top of the thing, he'll try and like put his hands by the hole and force the thing so that the hole's at the top. And then if he can see Krianza or Mira, he'll sort of reach in and try and yank them out.
Okay. Luckily, it is pretty much at the top. It is almost just a little bit tilted, but you managed to get on top of this wooden cage. You're on top of it, still standing on it.
Attacks on the other side of the wall to balance it as well.
I like it. You're there. He's big at the moment, so he's big. He's like he's just hissing. He's like, I don't like water, as he's there. But you're basically gliding down this river now at the moment.
Are we going north or south? Just out of interest.
Make a survival check with disadvantage, just to kind of key in on it. There's a lot happening at the moment. It's hard to get your bearings.
10.
Unknown at the moment. You know you got thrown north, but you can't tell where you're heading now. Karanza and Mira, they're up top. You feel it settle, and you see the hole at the top, but you're still being pulled through water.
I'll give Mira a
Do we
boost.
know this river went north?
You actually
We were
didn't see.
following a river that went north.
You don't know if this is the same river. This seems to be very much smaller.
Yeah,
You're
so
unsure.
I mean, I don't know if it was talked about, but like there was a river that was going towards the center.
Uh-huh.
To like a pond that was over there. I don't know if it's connected or not though.
This one, it very well could be the one that goes to the center, but you're not 100% sure. Basically, you could bet on it, but you're not sure.
Can Pen see Mira or Crianza through the hole?
Yeah, you see Crianza currently trying to boost Mira up.
Right, so he'll reach and grab Mira and try and pull her up beside Tax.
Either both of you or one of you can do athletics with advantage. Or yeah, one of you can. Either both of you can do it on your own, or one of you can do it with advantage. And this is for Crianza and Pen.
Your Crianza's not very athletic.
No.
Alright, I'll do it.
Okay.
That's good. A dirty 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, you pull Mira up, you get situated on top of this rocking cage that is just whoosh, going downriver at a medium speed.
Get off the cage.
Can I see...
A few feet away is the riverbank.
Can I see Dash? Is Dash still aloft, flying?
Yeah, I'm fully.
Alright, Pen will get a rope out, and we'll hold it up to Dash, and go, pull us! Grab it, pull us along.
But while this is happening, I'm gonna jump off the back into the water.
Into the water?
Yeah.
You might get pulled, and it like the speed
shit.
at it, your body might just.
How far from
And
the
we'll
bank
see
are
Mira
we?
about to do
About
that
6
and grab her to stop her being an idiot. And we'll hold the rope up and go, tow us, come on.
You would grab the rope and say we get out of this room. I can't fight that.
Just tow us to the edge.
Oh, yeah. You would
Stop arguing.
What he would do is he would look for a tree. Any tree
Yeah,
that's
plenty.
distant to try to tie it. Just to essentially
Makes a lot of hand check. You grab it and you come over and you begin to quickly fly around it and tie the best knot you can quickly.
20, natural, 25.
Woo!
Natural 20, that is a firm knot. You all feel it's this point. Good plan, but at the moment you'll have to when the rope runs out, you're gonna have
no. Pen's got the rope. He'll tie it to the top of the cage and then start pulling on the rope to pull the whole thing towards the tree.
Right. There'll still be a little bit of a tug as it's going quickly, and then when that rope gives out, that's what I'm talking. You'll face a tug basically. So, if you want, make me a Dex or Strength saving throw, basically to brace for the impact. The DC is not that low because you're expecting it. This is your plan. Easy enough. When the tug happens and the rope kind of gets to its top as you're pulling it, you're holding onto it nicely.
So athletic.
At this point, the ball hits the riverbank firm as you've held it there with the tree as well. You can step over now. And easy enough, you can get crayons out of there as well. Now that it is very firm here.
I'm gonna blast a hole through it.
The hole's a little bigger now as you crawl yourself up.
Pen will just stumble over and sit down and like tug off his one remaining boot and empty all the water out of it. And like look at it and just chuck it.
You see a bottom of the sole, like your first 3 toes from your pinky toes is just that chunk is gone. Like you've lost a chunk of it. So now if you put it on, your toes come out. Yeah.
No boots.
You get to safety. That's where you are. Start to the session. That was fun.
That was some good creative rolling as well, team, apart from the natural ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good plans. You gotta give gifts to his friend. He felt left out.
I thought they were gonna share.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask.
I was thinking about it. Like the dude behind us, like, do you want a mirror?
Yeah.
I was totally thinking of fire breath potion, like onto his head before he.
They probably would be a little vulnerable to fire, being plants.
Well, that's what I was thinking. And we have a phoenix.
Yeah.
But fighting 2 of them was a big
No, let's not fight those.
Yeah, they are. They are strong.
You only have 10.
Jesus.
You only have 10 currently or 10 max
10
today?
currently.
Currently.
Yeah.
But it was like 16 or something.
Something like that. I think it's 17.
We have no healing.
We do.
Just a little bit.
We have
You have a
healing.
healing potion as well.
Pen will look
Crown.
at Mira. Go, not looking too healthy there. Pal, how are you feeling?
When does she ever look
Fine.
healthy?
It's fine.
Don't look,
Beyond's like,
don't look very fine.
Are
Here, come
you-
over here. And Pen
Yeah,
will
are
cast
you
Cure
like-
wounds.
sexy Mira right now?
I think you already rolled that save.
I don't
I
think I
think you're
did. I don't think I did because I wasn't below half.
Are
I
you
went
below
below
half
half when I lost the 3.
Then roll it.
Yeah.
We'll see as you pull yourself out of the cage, or
It
with
would be as
your help.
Creonza landed on me.
Roll a concentration check. What's the DC for that again?
I'd have to check.
Yes. Either way, while you're rolling that, you all notice around with Pen's help. You notice that they're not quite sure where you are without rolling a proper check, but you are further along north, and from here, actually, you see the river is heading east towards the center. Oh, it's a ways away from the center, but it is heading east. And you see north, actually. You see wooden, it almost with the double takes. You see up in the trees, maybe 15-minute walk in the distance. A few tree houses, 30 to 50 feet up. The ones he was telling you about.
Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. So Pen, were you ugly? So were you sexy, Mira?
I rolled. I got an 18, but I don't know
Oh,
what the DC is.
You're fine. I think it's 10, to be honest.
I can't find it.
Right.
I think it's just
Pen-
concentration rules.
Pen would have gone to put his hand on Mira's forehead, but would have grimaced and gone,
Yep, I think you're Elven Mira
and
right now.
cast Cure Wounds for 11 healing.
Nice. Good
More than
one.
I can get.
Yeah, still topped off.
Can the excess bounce back into Pen? Is that
Unfortunately, no. I do have a magic item that can do that, but
Ooh.
unfortunately.
We gotta find that.
Yeah, you see that the river does head east, but you see north. You see quite a bit of ways, 15 to 20 minute walk. You see through the trees what seems like structures up in the trees. Maybe the tree houses that Robert was telling you about.
Dash side. Like after like once they got out of that the whole ball when I you all the rest he's like, that was awesome. And you would show his interest, you would literally be gushing how
Baby.
Pen will just look exasperated at Dash and go, do you have to be so fucking chirpy? Pun intended.
So at this
I
point,
start wringing out the cloak.
yeah, 5 feet away from you, you're wringing out the cloak, and right beside you, Creonza, is just Taxus, coughing up water, just coughing it up with a little bit of food. Yeah, yeah. He eats it after it pukes it back up. So it's a little bit
Dragons.
Oh god.
Yes, Dash would say. Before, go. What's next? At this point, he just looks excited. This is now cool as fuck, and he wants to see more.
I mean,
Are you all enjoying it out of
the
character?
vitriol
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
tell me to
Yeah,
put
it's
on a
great.
show.
Are people seeing this?
I believe we're being watched.
Yeah, from what
Gonna
you
look
could
up into
tell,
the sky.
yeah, from what you all could tell being outside, while you couldn't see in because it wasn't quite active, the dome wasn't transparent while you all were out there, you can imagine that they will be able to see parts of it, but that doesn't stop all the trees from obscuring you all. So they will be able to see parts of the journey.
Yeah, they saw the fucking ball flying through the sky.
They for sure saw that. They saw the Scooby-Doo ball cage.
I love how Hunger Games this is. It's so good.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right, let's get going. Do you want to head to those tree houses, or do you want to go towards the lake?
Might as well. Kind of feels like a trap, but you know,
It's right there, a trap. What?
it's right there. No, I totally think that there's gonna be other people in there, just waiting to kill you. But
I mean, it is.
But
it
me,
seems like
me
very
specifically.
big.
Why
no,
aren't
I
they waiting
mean
to kill you?
everybody.
I know everyone,
So
but
Um,
anyway,
Nobody had wings.
Not
no.
outright. But I mean, Penn has wings, so someday he might be able to fly.
Mine are more.
Look at Penny like I want to grow up sometime.
Mine are more ornamental.
You hear Taxus say,
For now.
I'm gonna fly someday and I'm gonna outfly that chicken.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Then you'll be able to eat him.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting until then. Savor the moment.
Yeah, so am I. And they'll lead the way.
How does the rest of the party feel whenever Tax and Penn talk in the language you can't? What do you? How do
They're sitting there like,
private
yeah.
talking?
Yeah, like nodding and laughing, and we're like,
Yeah. You all heading towards Three Houses?
I think Penn thinks he's talking common. Penn wouldn't have really ever cottoned on. Like, no one's ever told him that they don't understand that. So I think he doesn't realise that he's speaking Draconic.
Because I don't. I
Grant's
believe
just
that.
listening in, trying to pick up stuff.
And interestingly, because no one ever reacts, even when they're like bantering or telling jokes and stuff, it just enhances his thoughts that the whole team is just awkward as hell and has no sense of humour. It's like,
Because I don't think Penn learned Draconic like by learning it. He just kind of got it.
well, got it, and only ever tested it in talking to Tax as well. Like, he's never spoken Draconic to anyone else, and he understood the person when we entered who talked to Tax in Draconic,
But probably thought it was just common.
but it would have been common. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an idiot.
I'm just
And
imagining
languages.
like Pin and Tax are both like, haha, Dad, she has these sick burns, but we're gonna eat them. Just does it.
What are you hissing weird?
Yeah, and it's funny, every time Tax would have said anything remotely like that about Dash being a chicken, he'd look at Dash, but Dash would have no idea what he's saying.
Do you all know what the Dutch language sounds like? My headcanon now for Draconic is Dutch. It's just there's throaty noises. It's just throaty hissing noises. Yeah.
I just-
Goedemorgen.
I apologise to all of our Dutch friends. Of which there are many.
Draconic is now Dutch. It's canon. Celestial's Portuguese and Draconic is Dutch. It's canon now.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you all traversing forward? Put your marching order on there for me, if you would, in the little grid, if you don't
Are we
mind.
doing the same marching as we have been?
I think standard, right? Standard practice.
Yeah, you'll just put it on there for me so I can know. But otherwise, you all are heading forward.
I would.
I'll delete you and just pop a new one back on. It's a new landing page technically, so some things might not work. Anybody else can't move? Good? Okay. You all head forward through the jungle, jumping over fallen trees and making your ways over the various flora that may get in your way. But eventually you will come up on the tree houses. You get up this small clearing. It's still not technically a clearing, but there's a little less trees here in order to access the tree houses. And you see about 4 tree houses of varying heights connected by rope bridges above you. You see there are little windows, just without glass, but from this angle you can't quite see in. You just see the ceiling if you look up into them. You see there's a ladder nearby that leads to the lowest one.
Then it'd be
Yeah,
smart.
be careful.
Sure.
And Pen will knock an arrow and just follow.
Okay.
Does
Taking
that
an
one
eye out.
treehouse, are these connected or anything? Or is
Yeah,
there, like,
there's basically
multiple-
rope bridges leading to
Okay.
each treehouse. There's one lower, and there's another one. And the second layer has one next to it, and there's another layer, which 2 more is up there, basically. They're all connected. They're not too far apart. There's a little tiny colony, and the treehouses themselves are very much like a small hut each, like a 1-room hut each. Very small. And the one ladder leads to the lowest one, which is about 20 feet off the ground.
Mhm.
Quite tall. Drosh, you're flying up.
Yeah, but Dash was up cautious, so he hovered over trees, so it packed on.
Okay, noted.
Just giving a look, trying to see if perhaps if spot any, ambush them.
Make a perception check. You begin to fly up, looking at the small one. You're just flying and looking through windows and doorways, correct?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So first of all, what you see hovering next to the first doorway, at the very top of the ladder, there was a tripwire that had already been cut. And the coiling wire is just laying there now on top. You look through the windows, not being able to see too many details unless you go in, but looking through the doorways and windows, first one is nothing. You go up to the second layer, and you immediately see a boot sticking up from the doorway, laying upwards, toes pointed up, with blood spilled out inside. And with a natural 20, being able to recall who you will notice that this boot in the pant leg, just seeing it here, this belonged to Heel, which was the Hardy Hell member, the human gentleman. You can tell, looking through the window, there is another hand, and possibly another one. There might be 2 to 3 bodies in here. And you see, going up to the third layer, you see a room with a chest. That's all you're able to see right now. In the middle of the room.
Oh boy, a chest!
That's all you see. 9 natural 20 help you see the bodies and the tripwire.
Yeah, dash. Yeah. We'll try. Chest. Get it. They look excited.
You think they have any mementos on them from the stuff that they've killed that we could take?
I don't know. I don't.
Why are they still here?
Maybe we should throw them out.
Going in, you learn that this competition was a lot more extreme. While you can be knocked down, you cannot die, but your bodies can stay in case people can heal you back at the moment.
Gotcha. Because that one was like immediate, then you get sunken.
Yes, the other ones were quick fire. These are because people have healers and there are potions and whatnot laying around. You will go down and you will just be unconscious. But essentially the magic here will stabilize you, so you won't die, essentially. There is a way to be out of the game, but yeah.
How many bodies were there?
You saw 2 to 3.
I saw definitely.
So it might be one more if it's...
Almost a whole team.
To your feet, and you'd be like, and they have boots.
Ah, good stuff. Good news. Are we all going up, or does someone want to stay here?
I give like a little tug to the ladder.
Yeah, it's like little boards that have been nailed into the actual tree, and it's pretty firm.
Cool.
It's pretty firm.
As a general rule of thumb, Pen will stay close to Mira.
You guys should go first.
It's tall. Okay.
I'm gonna start climbing.
We head up after a few moments.
You guys should go first.
After a few moments, you'll crest over top, and you see the tripwire coil that is laying at the top, like a little fishing wire, and you're able to pull up. Pen the same. And Creonza, you follow. One of the boards, give a little... And you just look at it, and you just keep going, and it's fine.
Nails coming out a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. But you all get up to the top. Mm-hmm.
Can I follow that tripwire?
Yeah, you see that it is basically... Because you have the ladder you crest open, there's like the railing on the left and right. It is basically... It was wrapped around the left. Just one of the left like poles here on the railing, and it would have been attached on the right. However, you notice that on the left there is a little rune on the rail, so that if it were to get tugged, it would have some spell. The spell's still active, actually. It looks like. It just seems that the person who came here disarmed it, like disarmed the wire itself.
Yeah.
It's just like left to right, like right next to your head as you're climbing and cresting the top. It's just right there.
I'll pop a detect magic just to make sure, like I can keep an eye on anything else that shows up.
Okay.
In the area.
You see on the left is evocation magic, like that little rune. However, everything else from this area, like seeing from up here, nothing yet, but you have it active.
Okay.
You all heading across to the second layer to where the bodies were?
Yeah, so we won't go any further. Is Dash in front? We won't go any further than Dash has already been.
Okay.
I'll go
So you
ahead and
went
move my
down.
way to the front, in front of Mira and Pen, just to get the
Yeah,
magic.
pick magic up. You cross the rope bridge, and as you get there, it is swaying, and you're about 40 feet up now, and you just... you get across slowly. As Drosh and Krianza, you crest over to the room with the bodies. You begin to see, currently, there is a couple magic pings here. First of all, what I'll tell you is you see 3 bodies. You see that of Heel, which was the human roguish gentleman of the Hardy Helm, wearing the black leather armor with a symbol of Palor carved. And who else you see is Rafford, the half-elven cleric gentleman of Palor. He is here. You see they are sprawled outwards currently at the moment, like gashes, stab wounds, like slices all across them. But you also see another body almost under them at the moment, like propped. You can barely see them, but you recognize the boots, and these are unnatural boots for this character. You then see the red dress of Naomi Dusk is piled underneath them currently. You can't even see her face. She's just kind of under there, and you see she is drenched in blood. Like her tops of her dress are like tattered, but she's here.
Is she unconscious? Like, is she down, or
Make a
is she
medicine check.
underneath them?
Make a medicine check.
And also, do any of the boots fit me?
Yeah, like, what are these injuries? Do they look like they're from each other, or is it more
Make a medicine check.
creature?
13.
I rolled for the boots. They don't quite. They're a little small for you. They're a little small.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're all doing that, just for one moment,
Lay them
you
out.
are. So in terms of detect magic, you will see on the rogue. You see there is a magic dagger. There is, and on Rafford, you see a necklace of the sun with beads, which is a spellcasting focus that seems to have some type of ability. And Naomi, of course, has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see way up into the top, you get a ping of the chest is magical. Like up on top of the
chest
other.
itself is magical, or
Yeah,
like something
you were to
from...
look through the doorway. Yeah,
Gotcha.
the chest itself looked magical, like the whole chest. But you're currently looking over the bodies. You got a medicine check to determine what, Krianza?
Naomi's condition. Oh,
And you got
Uh,
Naomi's condition, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for like if this was a battle between people or like a creature.
or the good
That
boys.
mimic upstairs
It is-
sucked him up.
It's weird. Looking at it and just seeing how the fight played out, seeing the blood everywhere, Krianza, it seems you can't tell. Even with the 15, it looks like could be a creature or both, maybe. They were fighting each other and a monster or some type of animalistic creature. Now you're pulling the bodies off, and Pengelly, what did you roll?
13.
13? You can't tell for a moment. And then, as you're leaning over her, her hand grabs your shoulder. It's you guys. You see her other hand was like reeled back.
Did you play dead?
I was playing that. You see her face is just covered in blood. Her tops of her dress are just in tatters. Like there are parts of it like red. Some of her boots, she has been through it. She's covered in blood. Sorry, she gripped your shoulder pin a little tightly because she was ready to womp on you, like to hit you, with whatever she could do. I was playing dead. We made a little pact of sorts to leave each other till the end. Yeah. She uses your shoulder pin to pick herself up, and she puts her arm on the kind of windowsill. This is nasty. This is real nasty. How are y'all doing?
These guys, did you kill them?
Well, I didn't kill them. I took them out. They said
Oh.
that you don't. They said that you don't die. They're just gonna be asleep for a little while. And I think the ground
Yeah.
might suck them in a bit.
Both of them?
I did. Yeah.
Look impressed. It's like, where's the...
Where's everybody else?
She's hiding a little ways away. The good boys. I told you I ditched them. They would give away. They were going nuts. They were, you know what I mean. They give you what you can't sneak around with them. They started. Yeah, I heard in the distance sneaky, and then they just went off. So
they're very sneaky.
I just went on by myself, and with me and Clementine. Clementine's waiting a little ways away in a bush. I didn't want her obviously coming up here. And good thing, because they probably would have got her.
And their friends, where are they?
No idea, they were by themselves. So they either split up or the other two friends already got it. I was going after that chest up there. I didn't get to it before they showed up. Got into a little scramble with them, and then I heard y'all down there, and I was peeking out, and I couldn't tell who you were, so I played dead. It is at this point, Creonza and Penn with those medicine checks, you realize that she has hardly any wounds on her. This is their blood. This is not hardly any of it is hers.
Fuck!
Yeah, no, Dash looks a little impressed, like, oh, damn, okay, she's hiding shit, like...
You don't even see the dagger she has, either. Like, the dagger you gave her, you don't even know where that is.
So any evidence that the chest is evil?
Well, it didn't tell me it was evil. It's just a chest. I was making my way up to it. I saw a tripwire back there, and I bit it and cut it off.
Oh, sweet. I once got the shit rocked out of me by a chandelier, so I mean, just a little worried.
You telling me that chest could be alive?
I mean, it's always a possibility.
You see she, sits up in the window, her back, out towards the ground. She just sits up in the windowsill, taking a breather. I hope it ain't alive.
Do you, mind, you bit through that cable, did you?
I just
went
on and...
With those chompers.
It eventually snapped. Yeah, it hurt a little bit. I got a little cut on my gum. Do you want to see? She opens her mouth. There's a little cut on her gum.
What?
Penn will have a really good look at her teeth. Are her teeth, sharpened or pointed or...
They are just normal human teeth. You see there's a cut on her gums at the moment. A cut.
Get that cleaned up. You don't want it to get infected.
A cut on... Jesus. She's got a very bad floss burn at the moment.
I hate that.
No. Rocks fall, you all die. The treehouse falls over. Cut. Oh my god. Her teeth are normal human teeth.
Lovely,
pretty white. She's taken care of. Thank you, I guess.
Naomi, I'm gonna level with you. Are you part rat?
She looks very confused.
That's impressive. I'm sorry. I don't think I could have done that.
It ain't that hard. It just took a minute. I didn't have any cutting. I guess I had the dagger, but I didn't have it at that point. So I just sat there and gnawed on it for a little bit. It's not. Yeah. It wasn't that strong.
Dash would just put his hand on her shoulder and be like, "Good job."
I'm sure your beak could cut it if you were nimble enough. Yeah, you just got to be careful to set it off.
Stop.
Flicks her hair. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he'd say split wound sever in the chest.
Roll a persuasion check. You see, while she didn't take many blows, she's very, out of it. She is exhausted. She has been in a fight.
Natural fucking war, isn't it?
I mean, we've got our little deal not to hurt each other until it's us last, but you all have been helping me a little bit, but I took out these both on my own. Maybe I'll look inside and I'll give you a little gift out of it if there's multiple things. You weren't here for the fight.
Go and claim it.
Pen will
stand back in the corner
and go,
I'm gonna back up as well.
Yep.
Good fucking negotiating, champ. And he'll just trudge out and keep an eye.
Yeah, just
No, go on, go touch it.
all right.
That's
You think it's evil?
I don't know. There's a chance.
I'm just go.
A little anger.
If there's
There's a
some,
little anger.
if there's
there.
some,
She's
I'll
not
share.
splitting it.
But I'm not splitting half. That's fine. You know, if y'all had taken out a bunch of guys and then I came up and was like, "Can I split?" That would be a little wrong. I'll look.
I
You're
guess.
correct.
She walks up to the chest. All right. She clamps it. She opens it up. There ain't nothing inside. She turns around to you all. There is nothing inside. It opens up, but it's not like a mimic. It just looks like it grows. It's not quite a mimic. It's a magic item. The box. The box just whoosh expands, grows taller, whoosh, and just clamps on her, and you just hear the chains, like the little flaps rattle. Because she's just turning around like there's nothing in it. Boosh! It just got her. Falls inside and just rests and shrinks back down to a normal size, like.
What kind of magic did it have on it?
Yeah, what kind of magic is that?
Enchantment, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like teleportation or anything?
Not conjuration.
No.
Look at Penny and be like,
Yeah. Do you still want half of it?
I mean, I'm not as mad anymore, I'm gonna be honest.
Naomi's not the brightest. Naomi is not the brightest.
I think we're all convinced that there's some very deep, enormous secrets with her, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
walk over, try to pick up one body. He's gonna try to at it.
Okay. You
I want to
pick up a
start
body.
looking for trinkets first.
Okay, that's all Josh knows
Oh.
how to do.
Mira comes over as you pick up a body and you start searching the body
Yeah, I
that
want to
Ross
see if
picked up.
there's anything that they like won from.
Okay,
Oh,
make an
first
investigation
one,
check. Yeah, you just come over and start prying through the pockets. Investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. First of all, this is Heel, the rogue, and you just find several daggers essentially, but Karanza picked up the one was magical.
I did not pick any of that up. I did not loot them.
Gonna move on to the next body then.
Oh, I just meant you knew it was magical. Sorry,
Yes.
wrong just words on me.
Can we grab that magic dagger? Or is that on Heal?
Yeah, Mira, do you want to take it?
Sure, I'll hand it to Pen.
And
We're gonna
finish
check the
that.
other body as well.
Okay, and with that, on the other body, you find the focus, the magical symbol of Palor of the Dawnlight.
Necklace of the Sun.
Anything from anything they've killed? Like talons or anything?
With that, I have this. Hold on. Yes, you will find 5 little bits of teeth and talons. 5 little bits.
Damn.
Small, but they're nothing large.
Yeah.
Do you want me
you
to? Do you want me to put those with the others, or do you want this Allosaur tooth and Pteranodon talon?
Oh no, you can keep them. Here you go.
Is that
I'm gonna hand them
is
over.
that 5 different items, DM, or is that one? Like,
They're 5 little trophies. Yeah, 5 individual little
individuals.
trophies. Just write down 5 small game, basically, for me.
cool.
Are you gonna
Okay.
return that? The dagger.
The dagger. Give it back to him. I'll give it back to him at the end. It's not much use to him now. Is it special? It just looks like a normal dagger to me. And he'll hand it to Krianza.
It's special. What kind of
Oh.
magic is coming from it? Just enchantment?
From the dagger itself, it is evocation,
Evocation.
and both of them
That's-
are evocation. The amulet as well.
That's like magic type, not types, but like
Damage magic.
yeah, damage magic. There you go.
Damage magic. Both of them.
What's it do?
I can assume it's quite a bright hit based on their god.
Nice. Will it work for me?
It should.
Do you want it, or can I have a turn?
Take it.
Which one are you taking?
Just a dagger for now, because
just the
no
dagger.
Okay. So as of right now, just put a dagger in your inventory because you don't know what it does.
Are the 2 teeth we have considered large trophies?
You got one from the Allosaurus, and from which?
The pterodon claw.
If you would, just for those 2 exactly, just write down pterodon, claw, and Allosaurus for me, because I have a little thing I can add up at the end. These are unknown. You don't know what type of teeth these came from. That's why I'm not revealing it. But they are. Just put small game for me, because I wrote down what they are. Just put the type whenever you get trophies. Does anybody do anything about the chest?
I'm putting the body in front.
Okay, you were throwing the bodies.
Yep.
Yeah. You throw the body over, easy enough, and it just clambers over and then just falls. Second later, boosh! The chest expands, grows taller, opens up, and you hear, "What is happening?" Just from the inside of you hear Naomi inside says, "What in the heck?" As it whoosh, it clambers onto the body, and shrinks back down.
I'm afraid Naomi is gone.
You heard her in there.
Yeah.
I think we can bring her back, but do we want to?
No.
I mean, it's gonna take a lot of work to get her out of there.
She's a competitor, and
It's at this point, you say that, from the side of the chest, wood splinters as a hand boosh, just punches its way out. This wood just boosh, as she just puts another hand. Boosh,
Oh!
wood splinters as she pries it out from the side.
As the hand emerges, Pen goes, yeah, we should definitely help her out.
we need to
No,
get her
you're
out of
right.
there.
We need to get her out of there.
Yeah.
It's at that
I
point
think it's very important.
it expands, and she busts. The hole expands as well, and she just comes out the side, breaking
Oh my
the
goodness,
enchantment
you're
on the
so
chest.
good at this.
Yeah, couldn't breathe in there.
Wow.
There was no air in there. That
Oh.
was,
That
Oh,
we're all able to get it open.
We were just trying to
No.
figure out how to get you out. That's why we threw
Yeah.
old matey boy's body at it.
That's all right. Whew, she stands back up.
Yeah, it's just like
She has like no muscle on her either. She's quite thin, but she was able to punch through wood. Yeah, evil chest. You're right.
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing. Dark room, no air. I was like, it was real nasty.
I'm gonna go back up to the chest and open it.
You open it, and it's just like there's the hole protruding. It's just a small wooden chest that.
There's no body.
Oh, sorry, the body's in there. You do find the body. Now that it's expanded, the body's just curled up in there, unconscious and bleeding.
I was like, we fucking lost
Yeah,
a dude to a
I forgot.
demi-plane.
Yeah, he's in there. He has broken the enchantment on this chest.
Well, he doesn't fit.
He fits now
Anyways.
because it's expanded. It's gone back to big.
Yeah.
Well, I would have given you half, but I think it was a trap.
Have you picked up any clues or any information since you've been in here?
There's clues in here.
Well,
I didn't.
know.
Possibly.
Oh, who
We're looking
knows?
for that marked creature. Do you know of any information about that?
Nothing. I haven't seen anything with markings at all. I've taken out a few little things and gotten a couple little trophies, but nothing big. I haven't found a marked creature yet. No clues about anything. I'm just wandering around. I saw this place and I thought this would be good, but evil chest.
That's a trap.
She sits on the chest right now.
What are your plans?
To go find the marked creature and kill it, I guess.
I think
good luck
our
with that.
next- I think our next journey is possibly towards the east. If you follow this this river that's nearby, it'll lead you to the center of the this place. Really, the dome. Could
Might
a
be at
better
the center.
chance.
Yeah. Or that could be the misdirection.
Mhm.
Maybe it's not at the center.
Regardless, we started near the south, and we've been making our way around.
I started up north.
Haven't seen too much.
The only things I've passed by is I passed a little shack, a little underground shack, a pole, a metal pole, and this treehouse. That's all I've passed.
What kind of pole was it?
That metal, it was pretty tall.
Was it like climbable?
I guess, but I wasn't shimmying my way up that pole. I'd slide down.
Pole?
Yeah, just a pole.
Like, how?
Yay big?
Mm.
She motions out. It's real tall. I was like, that's no dinosaur up there. It might have been something useful, but it's just a
No,
pole.
of course not. That was just more north? Weird.
Yeah, a little bit more, not too
That's
long that way.
weird. How far would you say? I want to go look at it.
Perception checks aren't even needed because she's not that bright, so she's not even inciting anything.
Not picking up the fact that, like,
No.
you're like, wow, the pole, that's really strange.
Any
How
perception
far
check
that you didn't care
succeeds
about.
right now. Mira, what were you saying?
I was like, but how far away was it? Like,
I was able to sing 2 little sea shanties, so about that long,
like 6 minutes.
I guess.
Okay.
Listen, it was real good meeting up with y'all, and I really appreciate our deal. I'm sure when it comes to the end of it, I guess I'll meet you in the
It's gonna be
center,
some big
and
showdown.
I guess so. If you,
See what happens.
I wish you luck and hope I go against y'all in the end. I know y'all better than the other people are kind of mean. Them bar people, they're kind of mean.
Well, see, it makes you. Don't you feel fortunate to have been paired up with the good boys now? Because they're not mean, they're nice, eh?
No,
They're good
they're
boys.
bad.
Well, I mean,
They're not.
They're good.
They're not. I saw them.
You gotta have a firm hand.
I'm pretty sure they ate someone's cat right before we came in here.
No, I wouldn't doubt that, but
I guess we've all been there before. Anyway,
I mean, not everything, but
I stands up. I'm heading out, I guess. It's gonna
Alright,
be kind of
good luck.
awkward. We're saying bye, but we're gonna go down the same ladder.
We'll let
She
you
and I
have a little bit of a head
Yeah.
start.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Uh,
bye.
Starts climbing down the
you know,
ladder.
watch her slim down.
Yeah, watch her go down.
When she gets to the end,
How was that one plank?
careful, y'all. There's a plank down here. It's kind of loose.
Thank you.
It's good morning.
She gets to the end. She whistles, and you see I think I called it a golden retriever last session, but I had messed up my notes because I've written her a long time ago. It's an Irish settler, basically. It is
Oh, yes.
a
I
good
think she
hunting
can
dog,
hear
basically. If you yell, yeah.
I'm gonna whisper and I'm gonna be like, we should steal her dog.
What?
I'm saying
the
it's a
dog
really
comes
cute
over,
dog.
she pets.
It looks well trained.
Not trained to us.
I guess, but is it a trained dog? Do I have to train it? I'm not good at that.
Heading
Hears
off.
this and goes, I like dogs as well, they're tasty.
Probably, yeah.
I think she's far enough away now. We can go.
Okay.
She's currently
She'll
heading
come
kind of
down.
southeast.
Oh, back where we came from.
A little bit
we-
more eastwards, towards the middle, bit more south.
Okay, have we checked everywhere in this place?
Yeah, after a few moments of like double checking, there's nothing else to be found here.
Cool.
It was basically a trap. It was, yeah,
A red herring.
yeah.
To the pole.
You got some loot nonetheless because Naomi had taken a couple out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
you
wait,
all
we
head
stole
down.
those from her?
Well, no,
She didn't.
she didn't take them.
She didn't
And we
bother
did.
to check them.
She
Okay,
didn't take
yeah.
'em.
Alright, but she has her own. Is what she
Yeah.
was saying. The little...
Pen's
Yeah,
now
oh, yeah.
strutting slightly ahead, and he's got both of the fancy daggers in both hands, and he's like dual wielding, and they're both special daggers. And he's just like,
Yeah.
Actually, he's gonna try to retire.
Okay.
Is down.
Okay. So you're up on top, kneeling down. You look at it, and the magical element you're not sure about, but you know that it seems to be simple enough. The wire is what triggers it, and that seems to be intact. So you begin to try to rewire it. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
Hold on, actually.
It'll be in proficiencies. That will help. Yes, I don't think so. So for you, just roll me a... At this point, since you're not proficient, it would probably just be a d20, I would say. You could do sleight of hand, but you're not proficient in sleight of hand, so you don't get to add that. So you can do sleight of hand. So you're at sleight of hands plus 5.
God
So
damn.
Even without thieves' tools, you are able to rewire it properly without setting it off and set it back. Yeah, I think that's how I'll do thieves' tools. With my rules, if you're not proficient, you can do sleight of hand. But if you're proficient with sleight of hand, you have to get rid of the proficiencies and just roll normal. And if you are proficient, you automatically get proficiency in it. Is how I'll do it.
Got it.
Okay. Because by the book, you just roll a d20 and add proficiency, and that doesn't seem like enough to me. Like to be proficient with the tool, but like adding +2 doesn't seem like enough. So, all right. You're able to set the trap, and you fly off, plant down with your friends. You'll head off. What direction you all headed?
Towards the pole.
North towards the pole.
Side.
So that's not safe.
Okay.
Can I try and reach out to Nevi during this journey?
At this point, actually, you feel her again. And you can actually switch over. After a few moments of walking, you can actually switch over to her view now. She's close enough.
I'm gonna put my hand, I'm gonna get closer, and put my hand onto Mira's shoulder and just walk along. And I'm going to swap over, take a look.
You open your eyes into a small cage with 3 little goblins like poking at you. Good. As Nevi's just in the cage. But there's a bunch of little treats and insects all in here. They've been treating her well. She had flown way north, like out of your reach, and they had gotten her, but they've been feeding her, and she's been getting pets from them. But you are surrounding yourself by 3 goblins.
I'm gonna eat a bug.
Eats it, and you just see, when you eat the bug, all 3 goblins, yeah, they start cheering and throwing their hands up. They're being amused by it. Make a perception check through Nevi.
Extras, owl, perception. I don't like how that does that. Perception. 11 total.
Needed a 10. In the background, not too far away, sticking up through some trees, a little bit of ways, a metal pole is sticking upwards right.
Okay. I'll pop back in.
Okay. You'll continue that direction.
Around there.
Oh, how do you know that?
Nevi's with them. Got captured by them. Is being fed by them.
An ally.
The owl's a mole.
The owl's a mole. How did the goblins look? I should say, like.
They looked
Does
untouched.
It look like they've been tussled? Yeah, no, they've just been fucking with
They've
birds.
been hiding in
They've
the
been
cave.
playing around. They probably don't even know the goal of the game. They're having a new friend at the moment. Having been left by Naomi, they are up to their own devices at the moment.
Yeah. They'll be near the pole. What are we gonna do about them?
I don't really know.
Do we use them?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, eh?
I mean, we could kill them. We could use them. We could just let them free.
Kill the good boys.
I mean, it's not killing. It's just knocking them out.
Our agreement was with Naomi.
And not them.
I don't know if I could bring myself to do it. quite fond of those little buggers.
I mean, nothing's gonna happen to them. They would just be like asleep for a while.
Feel pretty uncomfortable though.
Yeah,
I mean, how would
I
you
guess
feel?
it just
Could you
depends
just-
if they attack.
Could you just zap them with a spell or something, you'd be alright with that.
I don't know, it
Their
depends
little
on...
pained screeches.
Yes.
Ah! Stop shooting me with stuff!
Do you remember their friends?
Yeah, they were awful, but we've rehabilitated these ones. They're good boys.
A little bit. We have, yeah. Yeah. We took a break
we
from us.
had not being healthy.
You fly up.
No, we fucked stealth. Fuck that.
Yeah, for a country stroll.
Just waiting for someone to notice us. We're gonna get
Tax
We're just having a
is
stroll
just
through the
jumping
woods.
around trying to chomp butterflies. And
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure. As you come up, you do see the pole not too far away, north. And that's about all of interest you'll see around here. You do...
Is there anything on top of the pole?
Darosh, make a perception check. Make sure that, yeah, some songs are quieter.
Yeah. I think like there's like something.
See the pole, but nothing there.
Probably a pole.
I'm making his eyes like be like yes and no. It's Schrodinger's pole at the moment.
Bird needs some glasses like Professor Owl and Winnie the Pooh. Jesus Christ.
It's just like glinting off and like
Yeah.
burns your eyes a little bit.
Something really, really bright. It almost hurts my eyes.
Pen will look at Dash and go, "Hey, you said you're pretty nimble. Reckon you could like do any tricks on that, pal?"
Like climate.
Get related GIF in campaign chat.
Yep.
He goes, "Would you like to know?"
Oh, we're becoming friends again.
Yeah. As you all begin to approach, you see it's quite a clearing. There's no tree right next to the pole. There's nothing around here except a cage with Nevi in it, with lots of little treats.
No good boys?
No good boys. There's just this pole, and you see at the base of it is like it's like a rock. Like it's pretty much like this quite large rock, like knee-high rock, and from that is a metal pole jutting like 20-something feet in the air. More? Maybe? And you see at the top of it now, a small wooden box is situated right on top of the pole. The pole's like a fireman pole. And you see there's a small wooden box at the top.
Good boys. I'm gonna start
I think
walking
we're
over
gonna
to the
get
cage.
ambushed by them.
Mm-hmm.
So Pen and Tax will. It's 20 feet high. Ish.
About 30, probably. I'd say it's about
Right.
30.
So Pen and Tax will start to back up so that they're the height distance away from the pole, like 30 feet or so. And as he goes, he'll look at Mira and go, "Just in case this is another nasty thing, do you want to just back up a little, pal? Can you still inspect it from 30 feet away?"
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna go and stand over there. Is what I'm saying. So
Oh, okay.
Detect magic.
And that's 30 feet, right? You actually see the box
60
is
feet, I
magical.
believe.
Oh yeah, then definitely sure. You see the box is magical. It's enchantment. With evocation on it as well.
Hmm.
Now,
It's definitely the same situation as before.
We're learning our schools of magic, aren't we? Through
Yep.
pain.
team, do you want me to try and shoot it?
I mean, I can try to grab it.
It's at that point
Oh, with your fancy.
you all hear from that point
Fancy
coming
whip.
down from a tree right behind you. Nikki! Flying, sliding in like from a vine, past, like, trying to kick you in the head. Mira just misses. Sneaky hits a tree. Boosh, falls. Taking 1 point of damage. As you begin to see from behind you all, the two other ones come out with little daggers. Good boys, good boys.
Oi, good boys, get over here. Get over here now. Good boys, go on.
Attack.
Bad boys.
The two are here. The third one gets up and starts clambering up the tree. And the two are just there looking at you all. You say bad boys? Did you say that?
Yeah. I'm gonna point over to the bird.
They both flick their head over to you. Good boys. You bad.
I think they want to fight.
Fight bad. Good boys. They're like hunkered down. They like have their daggers in like fighting position, but they're like 10 feet away. The third one, you don't know where they've gone.
I'm gonna get into the same stance as they are.
Bird's friend. You get in this. Make an intimidation check. They say, bird is friend. Bird, pet. Ooh.
You don't put birds in cages.
I got a 6.
We be put in cages. We member.
Aww.
We took you out. Because you're good boys.
I'll take a bird out. What did you get, Mira?
6.
The one pops up its chest. You try to intimidate it. It's not working. I'll kill you. I'll put you in cage.
No, you bloody won't, you dingus. Get over here. Get over here, good boy. Don't make me come over there.
Don't make me come up there.
Your tax to come after you? Shall I let him come and get you?
They both look at each other. Stay right there. Stay there, doggies.
Forward a few paces.
Stay there, doggy. Stay there. They're holding their ground. Go get Box. But they just look. They can lower their weapon a little bit when you say I can't do it. And I go,
I can't do it.
I don't know. If he comes at me, I'm gonna do something.
How come you do? I'll eat your face off.
They seem a little aggressive at the moment.
You talk like we're not here right here.
I'm sorry. You seem a little aggressive at the moment.
They look at each other. Just stand back. They take a few feet back. They're still holding the dagger.
Wait, when's the last time you ate? Are you hungry? You hungry? Pull out his rations. Pull out his rations and go, look, do you want these? Come over here. Sit down. Stop being a ball bag and you can have these.
Make a persuasion check. You all created this, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
You're the reason they're here.
Yes.
20.
You see the one on the left begins to walk forward, and the one on the right goes, no, trap, they put you in cage. And the other one just, food, good boy.
Come on,
he walks over to you.
Come and sit down here next to Taxi. Have a snack. Hey, they'll give him the
He
rations.
sits down, like, right onto his ass. He just falls down, reaches for the food, takes it, starts devouring it.
It's not a trap. Come and sit down. Oh, for piss sake.
Is this your
I'm gonna start
cage?
mage handing to the box.
We found cage.
Where?
You begin to mage hand it up there, and as soon as it gets close, within like 20 feet, your mage hand just whiffs out.
Alright. Pen will knock an arrow. And he'll point it
There's
at the
an
one
egg in
that
there.
wasn't obeying. Like,
Yeah, there might be an
Wait.
egg in there.
yeah, and they'll go, oh, I'm not shooting you, you dickhead. And he'll shoot the...
I'm gonna try to catch you with my mage hand.
If you try that, it'll just go through it. Unfortunately, not a monk. It won't work quite.
No.
It's more than 10 pounds of force with that kind of. But you shoot it, and it gets near the box, and basically lightning just strikes it and obliterates your arrow.
Ooh.
The goblin's just like storm. We sneaky. You didn't see us coming. We'll eat your faces.
Yeah, very good. Very sneaky. I'm very impressed. Well done.
Thank you.
God, fucking.
I'm gonna open up Nippy's cage.
You go over there. Careful with her. She's our friend.
Oh, they're so cute. I love them so much.
Acceptable. Yeah. I'm gonna have Nippy
The
go.
third one is just gone. You don't know where that one is.
Yeah.
You let her out.
Hmm.
Can Penn see what tree he climbed up? Like he knows what tree the thing climbed up, right?
Yeah, make a perception
So he's
check.
gonna take a handed trail mix and just throw it up into that tree.
You throw it. You just hear you hear something moving, and just branches are snapping as they have basically lunged for it, like, and just not caring about falling or anything. Just you hear just branches,
and they'll get ready to catch it.
Okay, make a dex check as you just see this small green figure holding a bunch of trail mix as it's just falling and snapping through branches. Has completely just jumped.
16.
Catch it, and you see this looking up at you as this goblin just shoving his face full.
And he starts to bite your hand down next to the other one.
Yeah, you get a few bites. He sits down eating. And the one that's still aggressive is like, traitors.
They're good boys. Are you a good boy?
I'm good boy. They're bad boys now.
I'm done. as you go, as you were. Mira,
he's just there, still holding his knife.
Got any other ideas, Mira?
I mean, short of one of us climbing up there and just taking it, I don't know.
Everyone looks at Dash. Hang on. I can. Let me just check something. Yeah, I'm immune to lightning damage. No, bloody do it. That look like the fizzy stuff that Tax can do. Do you want me to have a go?
Fizzy stuff.
Carbonated
Like lightning from the sky. It looks like that.
Lightning, yes.
The other one.
Not the brightest. Okay, what do you reckon, Dash? You want to just hop up there and do it, or do you want me to ever?
And he looked honest because he's like, I'm not a strategic guy.
Penn's a bit
pole
dubious.
just been in the sun?
Penn's a bit dubious of his ability to climb up a 30-foot pole.
I don't think you're actually resistant or immune to lightning damage.
Am I not? Ah.
Not yet. You get that at 7th level.
Ah.
Not yet.
Well,
Well, do you believe that?
I think we might have cheesed that then, or maybe was it Tax who's immune?
It's Tax who's immune.
Tax.
Right, and he
and
could go under
level,
those crystal things.
resistant.
Right, he could go under the crystal things without getting hurt, but Penn couldn't. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You will
forget everything I said, Dash. I'm talking bollocks. Off you go.
Tax just says, "You get struck by lightning." He just cackles a little bit.
Why don't you try and climb it?
I don't think I will. As he sits down eating some of the trail mix. Just no, I don't think I will.
Yeah, but light up. He'll like look back to make.
Grants is going to be down on the bottom, below you.
How close does he get? What he's probably gonna try to do is to knock it to the ground. That's what he's just gonna try and throw a swipe. Try to open it or anything, but.
Okay. I need you to make me a dex saving throw. As you get about 15 feet, you begin to see you begin to feel your feathers just like stick up from the electricity as lightning just arches from the up the pole and out of the box, just comes out at you.
Natural 20.
Okay, you will take a little bit.
Third natural.
However, with a natural 20, to not negate the funness of the natural 20, you still take half. But with the natural 20, you actually get the box off, which is a feat in itself. So you're able to knock it off, but you will still take half damage. You will take 13 lightning damage.
Oh my god!
Sorry, half.
Oh, okay.
6 lightning damage. You take 6 lightning damage. As you succeeded, so you take half. As you get hit and you feel your feathers begin to blacken on some of the tips of them, but you knock it off and it falls to the ground as you nope out of there. Make a dex check, Krianza. As you get out of the range, as the lightning zips back down to the pole and into the ground, as you were able to touch down after being zapped minorly.
5.
5. The box. You reach your hands out, and it falls right through the middle of them. And the box just... You hear one crack in it. And then it's just there. Small little box, and it rolls into the grass.
Pen will go over to Dash. Have you landed? Or did you sort of... Pen will go over to Dash and like pick him up and hand him the health potion and go, like, what you done with your tips? Very emo.
He got highlights! At this point, you look over and you see the aggressive goblin has badly started sneaking over to the box, trying to... He's just sprinting for it now, because he wanted the box. He's sprinting over to the box near you, Creon, so... But what else?
Around that area?
Yeah, you're a little bit back because you were taking resistance from that, but everybody's kind of walked forward now, yeah.
Can I reach down and grab
running
it?
forward, I want to be like,
Yeah, you're going... As you're trying to reach it, go ahead and make me a dex check. And you're going... He looks up and he's like... Bad. But you've distracted him for a little bit, so his roll's a little worse.
God damn,
As he's
that was a
trying
long
to
roll,
reach for
19.
it. 18 on my part, so you're able just to grab it. His fingertips get on it, and he claws it a little bit as you pull it away from you. He's just, give here. Our box.
No. Our box.
My box.
Our box.
Our box. As he's like motioning to you all and him.
Yes.
Okay. Open it.
Oh, this is...
So
What's going on with the box?
Yeah, you look at it, and it actually doesn't look like it can open. But looking at it, you begin to see words are beginning to almost woodburn appear on it, on top. And what you see, currently in common, you see a poem of sorts. It reads, my house has no windows, no corners, no doors, and my only wall is my roof and my floor. I live in a tower that I cannot see. My house is all mine, though I am not free. At first, I spend all of my time on my own. I break down the wall and I leave, and I'm home. What am I?
I'm gonna need... Do you have
Yes.
that written out, please? I cannot process that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. No worries. Here you go.
My house has no windows. I'm gonna read this out
Is
loud
it this
for
box?
Yeah,
everybody.
go for it.
No
is the
Mhm.
house in this box?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
No.
You do see there was a minor crack in the box too.
I'm not gonna break that more. Live in a tower that I cannot see. My house is all mine, though I am not free. At first I spent all my time.
Are you a chicken?
The box, the lid slides off,
What?
and inside you see a roll of parchment.
The house is an egg.
Yeah.
The house is an egg.
That's what I thought. It was an egg. Yeah.
So
But the thing is a chick. Yeah, it's a chicken and an egg.
I'm gonna look over to Daraj. Did he talk to you?
he just rolls eyes and crosses arms because he would have never gotten an egg.
Yep. You see the goblin's like on his tiptoes trying to look into the box. No shit.
I'm so fucking tall.
It's like a kid. He's like, do you have games on your phone? Do you have games on
What's in there?
It's a little roll of parchment.
Oh, the little roll of parchment.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and like
But what does
twist
that
it
say?
over and like palm it, and then hand the box to him to look over.
Make a sleight of hand check. Just to see if he notices the parchment.
8.
Takes the box, puts his whole little face in it. Takes it on his head. Hat! It's hat! He calls over to the other good boys. Hat! He goes over to show the other goblins, and they all start... One takes it, and he's just, mine! And then they just start punching each other, and just start fighting in the corner.
I'm gonna back out from that.
Yep. you open the roll of parchment, and you see it is a very minimal blank map. There are no locations. It's more like it's magical. You see a little blue dot will faintly appear. It's almost like someone's holding a candle to the back of it, like a blue candle. Like a blue dot appears. Kind of make a survival check. Anybody who's looking at it can. But you see 2 dots. You see one is blue and one is purple.
15.
22.
Okay. You 3 will see. Easy enough. The blue dot is where you are. The purple dot is in the small shape of an egg, showing you where it is. And it's not very much like it's on this side of the map. It's more, you can tell the map will start to change. It's like a radar of sorts. It tells you the direction, not quite exactly where it is in terms of the arena, but it will ping you towards the direction of the egg.
Yeah, can I start like walking around with it?
Yeah, you're able to pinpoint a location, and it is. So if you are here, where you are on the map, it would be right around Primrose, honestly. So not quite the center, but more north. East.
And we're supposed to stay out of this area.
We're supposed to get other people out of that area.
Yeah, other people out of that area. Hey, good boys.
They all turn. They like one's like strangling the other one. He's turning purple. As they all just look over at you.
Do you?
It's like, he's like turning purple. His eyelids are closed. As the other one's like holding him, like good boy, good boy. Yes.
Do you know where your lady friend is who came in here with you with the dog?
He lets go to hold his chin and think, and the other one that just got let go like as he just you went that way with little dog.
Right. We met up with her before we got here.
Wish I could eat her neck off. Just eat her and just cook her on fire.
Well, I mean, if you want to know where she is, I'm gonna point over towards the east. Well, southeast at this point, a little bit.
You point, they all start running.
They go get them, guys.
They do not like it. You immediately point, and they all scramble up and start running.
Good boys.
You just hear murmurs of "eat her face off," like "cook her on the fire," like into the distance. They do not like her.
Oh God.
I'd say this should be considered as keeping it away from the northwest corner. I think that counts.
Well, we don't know where 2 of the hardy helms are or any of the bar burners.
Oh, I was assuming they were dead, but
I wouldn't
you know what they
understand
say about
why they were
assumption.
split up.
Assume makes an arse out of Dash.
There's a lot of chicken like allegories here. I don't mean for that. Like
it is Chicken Quest.
Everything
Maybe our
relates
names
back
should be
to
like
Dash.
the Poultry Raiders or something.
Yeah. That's what they put people on a list and have them in the Hellsweep Isles called. That's not a good name over there.
So the egg. We should go, right?
I guess we go that way.
The egg's a bonus, so we've still got to kill this marked thing.
If we
right?
can find
It's
it.
a bonus
that's
that
to
we
win
don't
it.
have to deal about
Well, we
with.
still have the trophy.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
Alright.
We've already
Smart.
sent one group down into the middle. We don't know where it may be.
So, screw the Northwest. Is that the call at the moment? And we'll see what happens.
Which is
so
northish.
I think we should kind of skirt around the edge and maybe keep people away, but not go in it.
How many more people do you think are going to be up here?
I honestly don't know.
If the good boys started in the north, we started in the south. We've already seen
The others would have started in the
in the
east
west.
and the west. Yeah.
The bar burners would have been east.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to see them for a while. At least on this side.
Daddy God.
Mm-hmm.
Would the size of the dome, how many miles big is it? Is it like 1 mile dome? Or is it
I'm not good at that, to be honest.
6 mile dome?
But it's definitely... I'm not
Should I
too
give
good
you the
at that.
context that I'm thinking about? I don't think I'm going to do it anyway because it uses a spell slot. However, the primeval awareness. So it shows me any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of me. It doesn't show me their locations, but it tells me if they're within a mile.
Yep. So I will say it's more than a few miles. It's more than maybe 2 miles. It's more than a mile though, for sure. I just don't know how many miles.
So I can tell if they're like in this corner of the arena or okay.
Yeah, let's call each one kind of like a corner, like a two one corner. It's kind of like a mile each. Let's just kind of that way. So
and at the moment, like if we split the whole thing in 4, we're in the northwest quadrant of it at the moment, right? Like that square mile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll say you can detect anything in that corner, yeah.
Okay.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah.
And also composition. I'm just trying to figure out whether it's worthwhile using a spell slot. They've got the druid is Fae, right? And there is an undead and old hobgoblin.
You're talking about the vitriol.
I'm talking about the vitriol, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a few of them that fall into those categories, right?
Yeah.
Like, Fae, Fiend, and Undead.
Yeah.
I think nearly all of them fall into that fucking
I think they
category.
do.
I think they're all undead.
Just for context, for Penn, like, he knows that he can do this, right? But he's not the kind of guy that understands what he can do. So, in terms of him discussing this with the group, let's assume that he's saying, I can do this thing. Not really entirely sure how it works, but I could just tell if certain thingies are around me.
Real quick, have you all seen Forrest Gump? Do you know when Lieutenant Dan says, "Get down, shut up," and puts his ear to the road? That's Penn when he's listening for Fiend and Undead. Get down, shut up, and everybody just gets down.
We did.
Lays down.
That's his, like, hood version of this. When he's like, clapping and stuff.
Yes, sorry, that's the only thing I could think of. Sorry.
Ear pressed to the floor, going, shh. Alright, Penn tells you he can do this thing.
Yeah.
But it will leave me a little sort of tired, I think, in terms of being able to...
Takes a lot out of you.
It does, yeah. It takes about a third of my energy. I mean, we don't have to do it now. Just bear it in mind, right? It might be useful.
Why
Shall we go and
would
get that?
we need to have that information? We know that they're going to be in the northwest regardless.
Yeah, but it would tell us if they are now, wouldn't it?
I think if we just keep our eyes and ears out for anybody else in this area, push them away, take them out.
Yeah. Sorted.
Keep the eyes away from this area. We need to leave this area as well, because there are people watching. Regardless. Want the egg. They said that?
I remember that.
Make a deception
Let's go,
check.
everybody.
Yeah, make a deception check.
21.
Also,
Okay.
I'm just thinking about Penn and the whole, like, putting his ear to the ground. Does anybody know that scene with the 2 dogs? I don't remember what Disney movie it is. And they're like, I'm the leader, I'll say what it was. And the dog, like, lifts up his ear and he's sitting there and he's like, size 8 shoe.
Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound. Yep.
Yeah, and they're like saying exactly what shoe size and like how far away they are.
Wait, no, that's Aristocats.
Yeah,
I think it's Aristocats. Yeah. Are you all heading what direction?
Towards the
Eggwoods.
Eggwoods.
Eggwoods. Okay. You begin to head kind of northeast just a little bit, heading that way. As you do, you're walking around for about half an hour, trying to keep onto this way, looking at the map for guidance every once in a while, and you realize it's strange. You eventually get to an edge, and with your passive perceptions, you're able to notice it, but it's a drop down. If you ever seen like Breath of the Wild, the plateau, it's just the Hyrule fields are just in a straight drop and then into a valley almost. That's what this seems to be ahead of you. There's a cliff that drops down like 40 feet, maybe 50. Oh, hello, Peru. And
Came into view at the same time, like stotches and.
Oh yeah, we got the other players. But you see, it's like a 40 to 50 foot drop down, and just thickets of trees. It's gloomier here.
Are we all standing on the edge?
Yes.
Pen pushes Dash off.
Make an athletics check, and you make an acrobatics check. You're just sitting there looking, and you just turn over and just boosh, hit him.
14.
13.
You're looking like in awe, Jarash. Like, this is really as you get pushed. Falling for a few seconds before you catch yourself.
Pen laughs a lot like that.
He's fucking giggling.
He'd be like, "You're next."
You just hear beside of you,
Raffles.
Max goes. Tax tells you, "I'll push you next. I'll get you." He just like in a joking way, but just to mess with you.
Oh fuck.
How are you all getting down?
How far to either side is the cliff face? Like, does it look like it goes down, or can we identify any?
It looks like it just goes on for a long ways.
Yeah.
How much further are we with the egg?
It seems to be. If this were like a little section, because basically how this is, let me draw a little line. If you're looking here, this egg would kind of be. This is the valley. You can assume is. This whole little chunk is just a valley. If that makes sense. Like,
okay, it's like a
that's where the
basic
cliff
we're on the rim of it.
Mm-hmm. There's no place that goes down. It will connect to the outer wall of the dome, and it would be somewhere in the middle there. Honestly, it would probably be right dead middle.
And it's
Like
40
here.
feet. It's about 40 feet.
Yeah,
Given that we
45.
have 50 feet ropes in terms of the logistics of that.
Yeah, you'll have a few feet extra.
So it's
You
like a
wanna-
basin in there? Is there like a jungle cover or?
It's just a bunch of trees. It's just a valley goes right down, and it's just a thicket of trees. The trees here are much thicker, and it's gloomier. It's strange. It looks like the whole place is in shade, but it's strange. It must be artificial, magical somehow. It is in shade.
Do we see any other like ropes hanging down it, or areas where scuff marks at the top where someone's lowered themselves down?
And can I see if there's anything like distinguishing within the valley besides just tree cover?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Pen's looking really carefully and just catches himself as he almost falls off the edge with a natural one.
I like it. All right. Yeah, I don't see any ropes or anything. However, Crowns are looking through with a natural 20. You're able to see. Let me mark it for you. It would be here. Sticking out of the trees, just barely. It almost looks like a tree. It's a little higher than the trees, but it's really hard to tell. It looks like a jagged rock. Kind of how like the Arcania magic shop is on like just a rock that juts into the air like 30 feet. It looks like there's a small, or not small, that's the wrong word. It's just a rock that juts up into a little plateau. Something's there. It's rock. It's earth. It just sticks up like just a tower of rock is there. Above the trees a bit.
Do you all see that? Gonna go ahead and point it out.
You're able to, with Creon's help, you're able to see what they're talking about.
Are we like sort of here at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on this edge.
Can we go round to here?
Yeah. Here, I'll mark the, this would be the egg. Yeah, you spend a little while, it'll take you a little while. It'll take you about 20 minutes, maybe more, to wander around that area. You get over there, and looking in, you try to get a little bit more of a view. That place is rock, but at the top, it is just branches. Thousands and thousands of branches forming a bowl-shaped. Large. Like, if you were to get in it, it's about 40 feet by 40 feet circle.
It's a fucking nest, isn't it?
Of a nest.
It's a nest.
It's a nest.
Oh.
Does
It's at this
Dash
point you see
recognize anything specific?
No, but at this point you do see. At this point with Creonza, you're just looking around with that natural 20. You just happen to look back, like getting in your surroundings, and back this way over here, way in the distance, is a flock of pteranodons coming towards the nest from that way. It will head right over you all.
Oh, we should go down.
It'll take them a few minutes
hide.
to get here. You all look back and see the flock of pteranodons coming.
How many
in a few minutes.
is a flock?
14 to 25, maybe? It's just a bunch.
How fast
Alright.
do we want to get down?
Fast.
Alright, then we gotta jump.
I can probably
That's
climb down.
probably we can ropes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was saying how fast y'all wanted to go, and you said fast, so I was thinking the fastest route.
The fastest
There-
is to jump. Yes.
They're a couple of minutes away, right?
I mean, we can do that.
Couple. You don't know how long it'll take you to rappel down this safely.
So
That's
like
up to you all to gamble.
trees or rocks and stuff to
Um,
launch or
not right here on the edge. It'll be about 30 feet off the bank, so you'll have about 30 feet of flat up here on the plateau,
yeah.
and then the cliff. So that will use up some of your rope.
I don't have any in one set. I know we have. Anybody else?
I mean, I have some. I was just thinking it might be easier if we just... You know, I can catch us. It'll be fine.
How many times can you catch us?
4.
Are you willing to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I realized I was fucking muted. He would motion to the rope. He'd be like, if you all grab on, I don't know how much pressure you have.
Falling with style.
Go with that. However, I have actually I'll grab on an entire strength. He'd be like, and then I will try to direct us quicker to the ground.
Sounds good. And he'll start
Okay.
tying it around Taxi's waist while Taxi's wiggling. So Taxi's going to
Scrambles
be
for a minute.
dangling at the bottom because he doesn't have hands. And then Will will be holding onto the rope above him.
Okay. You
Yeah.
all jumping off and casting Featherfall?
Yep.
Is that
I'm
what we're
actually
doing?
gonna, as soon as everybody finishes tying it, I'm actually just gonna start, like, walking off, dragging everybody behind me.
Yeah. Walking
Yeah.
over the edge. You all
Taxi's
resist?
just like, "Bonk."
Just
Yeah.
like walking in place.
Yeah. If you all come to the edge, you begin to feel, for a second, as you begin to feel the butterflies begin to take effect, but then you cast the spell, and you all begin to feel aloft. Now, Featherfall doesn't actually make you fall slow. For every... You fall 60 feet in 1 second, but then you come aloft at the end. It's like
Yeah.
Harry Potter drop to the end and kind of...
And then you
halt.
stop.
Yes, it is 60 feet per turn.
Pen goes over and throws up in a bush.
Yeah, you go get to the edge with Jirash's help. You actually do go at a diagonal rather than straight down. You actually get a little bit more, and you actually get into the trees. And you get to the bottom, touch ground. The spell leaves off. Pengelly pukes, Tax pukes, eats both of them, and you're good.
Dog.
It's at this point you all begin to traverse a little bit. First of all, when you plant down here, it's interesting. It is definitely artificially shaded. Now that you're down in this valley, in this basin, it is twilight almost. It is dimmer. The whole leaves are more of a bluish green to a gray in some places. This is definitely, some places will be dim light. It's interesting. The earth below you is the soil here. There's a lot of less like knee-high grass that you found up in the luscious green jungle. It's more of just solid dirt with mycelium growing all over it, connecting the ground. It is a purple and blue and brown earth. Different here. But you all touch down. After a moment of walking, you begin to hear the noises, the croaks and chirps of the pteranodon flock. Overhead, being obscured by trees, luckily, they do not see you or take care of you, and they head to the direction of the nest. If you all would have repelled, they probably would have come around and you all would have stealthed down the rope. But having the quickness, you're down and they pass over. There's a couple unnerving spots, as a couple will plant themselves in the trees above, and then they'll continue, but they don't notice you. And you're heading forward.
The egg.
Heading towards the egg. You're traveling 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's strange. This part wasn't too big, but it's quite a hefty journey. It's not as flat here. The ground divots in and up, and it's almost hilly, if that makes sense. With these trees, they're very different. They're thicker here. Still a lot of vines, but there are a lot more thicker trunks and weaved in strange arching angles upwards.
Do you think there's more Roberts here?
Maybe. We might want to look out for that. You know, it would have been nice if we could have paid Robert to give us a ride or something.
We kind of did.
One way or another.
True. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me perception checks. You can barely see the sky, but in parts you can.
15.
15, 18?
21.
Okay. Even with good rolls, Mira and Pengelly, with your really good rolls, this is kind of hard to notice. You both not necessarily see something, but you feel a shift of energy here. Something's off. It's not a physical thing, but you feel, even though Pen, you're not attuned to magic, you feel something. Being a ranger and noticing the shifts in nature, you feel it. And Mira, you feel the shift of magic change. You both, Karanza and Darash, you just see Pen and Mira just look up instinctively at the exact same time as you both look up. And you actually see part of the dome has a crack in it.
Oh.
Right above you all, heading towards the northwest side, as if a crack was just carved down it. Another crack. You all see it now. Spirals of cracks, hairline fractures, just going along, making it look like shattered glass. That's what you see. Like someone cut out a little sliver of pie from the dome, from the ceiling towards the northwest side. It's just cracked, completely shattered right now. Still intact. Yeah.
We get this, I can go.
What was that?
We get this, I can go.
Yeah, but go where? Go towards what those bastards are doing, because I'm assuming it's them. Or go to the centre and ignore this.
Let's go to the center.
I mean to ignore it, yeah.
Okay. You heading on towards the egg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You said it was there.
Dinosaurs are.
Yes, because I don't assume much.
What?
Put motion up. We're making as much noise as possible. Thought that nobody saw us, that no one was tracking us. Hence, I was saying it for them. Them think
I
Oh,
see.
Not?
Dude, all they're like,
Do we want to
"How do you
win?
know I lied?"
I love how even when you were lying, Mira assisted you. Mira went, yeah, the center.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a lie. I just thought we were honestly gonna go there.
I've got to say, I was
I thought it
thoroughly
was more of a
deceived.
lie that the creature was there.
You lied to me?
He was just he's like, I was trying to lie
Hook, line, and
everybody
fucking
else, that's why
sinker.
he gave you a look. Oh my
Oh, did you,
You
wink?
look at me
I
all the
missed the
time.
wink.
While you all are talking,
It was a really good deception check.
fucking lie, and then you and he's like, God damn
Yep.
it.
you're saying this as you're walking, and then there's a crack above you. A branch cracks. Something long and coiled hits you, Pin, and just hits you, and then a bunch of these small coiling things just fall out of the tree, almost like a bucket was dumped right on you, Pin, as you were walking, as a swarm of snakes just fall out of the tree onto you, Pin. Make a dex saving throw to see if you can dodge some of them, but some of them will be on you. As a bunch of just plopped out of the tree and onto you. I rolled for you, unfortunately.
15.
15? DC was 16. A whole load of them. You get knocked to your, like kind of on your ass. Of just snakes. Like, dozens and dozens of a swarm of snakes. One moment. You all look back to see Pin. Just like a bucket almost. And with that, you will take 8 piercing damage. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. As they are just, oh man, this is like the second swarm you've had in the last, like in the day.
He's getting
8.
swarmed.
8?
Oh,
We didn't even get. Well, we'll get. Go ahead and roll initiative first of all, everybody.
Nice.
This all happens. Just you all were talking about all of this, then all of a sudden, Pin, you just look back and this little snake lands on your shoulder. You look up and there's just a bunch of them land onto you, and you just fall down as they little bites. They don't hurt too bad, but I'll explain in a second. Okay, what did everybody get?
16.
Oh yeah, I meant to do my 20 to 30 thing. All right, 22 for Darash, 16 for Pin. Okay, and Crown's and Mira?
Nevi 15, me 10.
15. Thank you, Terry. So that's Dash, Pin.
did you just say one?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Technically, because it's a negative, I have 0.
It's fine.
You just don't move. You're like, wow, snakes.
Okay.
Those are snakes.
Pen is just getting absolutely covered in these coiling gray and green snakes with like V-shaped heads, just currently just biting into him. Some of them are looking up at you all. It's just a swarm of them. It is unnerving. And with that, Darash, what do you do immediately?
His first thing is to slash. Like, scoop them up and slash them. Boy.
Go ahead. Just go for an attack roll. Go ahead and take your normal attack just onto them, just trying to scoop up and like slash them off of him, basically. Yes, you hit. You managed to take your talons and slash at both of them. A bunch of them you slash into them, but a lot of them also just fly off into the forest as you slash a few.
Do anyone?
How much damage?
Oh, I slashed 20.
Oh, gotcha.
So, 21. That's getting.
21 damage.
Yeah, holy shit.
You are slashing a bunch of these off. You begin to see Pin. You're just like, as some of them get off your neck and the side of your face, and you just see little bites and green ooze just coming out of them now, like out of your wounds, as those parts are starting to swell up a little bit. Sorry, Pin. I rolled to see who this would be. I'm sorry.
Better me than Mira. Mira would have been already out.
I'm resistant to poison.
Yeah, I'm resistant to poison, immune to disease.
That's true. 2 of you have poison resistance. It would help a little bit, but not from the actual bites.
Yeah.
All right, Zarashi, you were able to scoop some of them off, but there's still the majority of the swarm is on top of Pin. Pin, what do you do? You're technically prone at the moment.
And there's still like a bunch of them on top of me.
Yes, like coiling around you. Some of them are wrapping themselves around your arms to continue to bite.
Pen, whilst making panicked noises, manages to like wriggle his arm up in the snakes, and he's freaking out in his faces, and he like pours some of the potion of fire breath in his mouth.
You drink them, and it's like eating like red hots. It is burning inside. And you go ahead. So what does that do? How do you, if you click on the potion?
I have no idea. I've just been really excited to use it.
After drinking this potion, you can, if you click on
3 charges. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much. So I'll roll the damage. The damage is...
it's not a cone, so you can actually save your friends and just
7.
Get them off of you. That is a fail. DC 13. I rolled a 12. Did you roll 4d6?
7 fire damage.
7 fire damage.
God damn.
And I've used up a charge.
All of them get burned to a crisp. They start coiling off of you and start coiling up as fire is like a fuse. They're becoming. Like, a lot of them are like fuses. Scorched away. Some of them are blown back into the forest. You get all of them off of you, and the rest of them die or scurry off. You stand up and, like, having this fire exhale from you. You almost feel like Darash the moment. Darash, you get a sense of interesting. And you stand up, and you all see Pen stand up, and your left leg buckles, and you're back to your left knee. You're feeling woozy, Pen. Very woozy.
Are you still in initiative?
No. The snakes have been killed. With Darash's talons and with the fire breath, you have gotten them all off of you.
I'm gonna go up to Pen and, like, hold on to him and everything.
Pen's like convulsing.
Yeah, you feel lightheaded. Tax, you all notice he feels like he looks really pale, and Tax says, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
Yeah, can I do a medicine check to see what's going on?
Make a medicine check. Your right knee buckles, and you kind of fall into your ass at the moment.
15.
Yeah, if this would have gotten one of the resistant people, because you all can't be poisoned. Only Darash and Pen can, so this really would have only affected you both. What'd you get on that roll?
15.
15? There is poison. You can look closely now, and you see through Pen's veins, greenish gray they're turning.
I'm gonna attempt to suck the poison out.
You get flashbacks to Everett and Miss Earth. Fuck him! The first day of Wild West.
Of Pen's head and, like, lean him back a little bit.
Hang on, Pen, this is gonna be a little weird.
And I'm going to start speaking to Celestial and reaching out to Caxion. And there's going to be a blue light that is going to emanate from the hands. And it's going to essentially, like, pull out that poison, and I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration.
You have Lesser Restoration?
I do.
And Pen's back arches, and he's like,
While this is happening, I'm trying to suck the poison out.
yeah, and Mira's like sucking his face.
I got it!
So this is going to be interesting. Because I've given you all a little extra time. It should have already kicked in by now, but so how's it going to work? This is going to be a half win, but a consequence will still happen, because you're able to get the poison out, luckily. Okay. With Lesser Restoration. Because Lesser Restoration can cure poison, correct?
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yes. Pen, as she's coming over here, they are coming over, you see just this light come over. You feel some weird sucking on your chin, and You are out. Like, you were just unconscious. You're not 0 HP, but you were unconscious. And his unconscious body, it's a few seconds, and you cast Lesser Restoration. You pull the poison out, so it's no longer going to be affecting him. You pull it out, and there's this glob of poison in the air, and light just obliterates it almost. The light comes down as the poison's in the air, it just gets rid of it.
Oh.
Pen is out. You look down, so that's really helpful, because he's no longer going to be taking the poison, which would have had more effects.
Yeah.
You begin to see that the earth is beginning to climb over his legs and his neck.
I'm gonna start slapping it away.
He looks like he's being taken in just like in the duo matches.
Yeah, can I, like, lift him up?
Make an athletics
away
check.
from the ground?
Yeah. So while you've got the Lesser Restoration and poison out, which is good because it would have started doing damage.
Yeah. 16.
He is out at the moment. 17. Close. Beginning to get pulled downwards.
Dash.
Okay, the ground is beginning to cover him up. It's like got his forehead and his chin now. You put the Pell Push and go ahead and roll it. If it's a regular one, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yep, 2d4 plus 2. Pen. You flash open your eyes as the ground covers it. Because you woke him up. But the check to get him out, gone. Like, that already happened.
Oh.
So you wake up...
And I'm buried.
Covered.
I would say, actually,
Ground settles.
can't even dig.
You can dig.
I would say, yeah.
The ground flattens. You start digging. It's just ground. You start digging. It's just ground.
Tax, can you feel him?
Tax like digging, like a dog almost. He's still fine. I just don't know where he is. The earth ate him. Kill it. Make it do something.
He's just hissing. We can't understand, right?
No. That's just more for narrative flavor.
Yeah.
He's basically saying like, hey, get him back. Get him back.
Dash.
Like dead, burned away. Make a nature check. It's at this point, towards mirroring Karan's attacks, just like hissing off, still digging and stomping. Snakes. I mean, they look like snakes. They're definitely poisonous, but in terms of magical or enhanced, they don't look anything like that to you.
It could be the area that we're in. The egg?
I don't know.
I'm gonna start blasting the ground too.
Tax is the hissing mess at the moment. Real quick, what is Tax's stats? Tax got a natural 20. As you're blasting the ground, you see the little drake. He just hisses, starts walking. He turns back to you all.
I think he knows where he's going. I'm gonna start following.
He looks back for you all. You start following. He starts clambering forward again. Like, almost outpacing you all, but reminding himself to stop every once in a while because he knows he needs your help. As you begin to walk. Pin.
Is it towards the...
Towards the egg? Or towards the wall?
Yeah, towards the egg.
Towards the egg. You're following the map right towards the egg. It'll be a few minutes before you get there. Pin. For you, you snapped awake to have the ground swallowing you. If you didn't have claustrophobia before, at this moment, you sure do.
We're just catching fears.
Yeah. And So, Pen, because you had been awoken and healed, you just felt blackness and struggling and some kind of magic. Familiar to underwater in the ruins of teleporting through the basins, you feel that sort of same sensation. More swaddled, though, if that makes sense, because you can't move. And you feel a shift of where you are. You're still in blackness, surrounded by something, but now it's not soft dirt. It is rocky. You feel rocks over you. Definitely rocks. It's cold. You hear as the rocks are starting to move. Air comes over you as you were looking face up. You've been unveiled. You step up, or just kind of, you don't stand up, you just kind of look around. The rocks settle beneath you. And you look over, and the first thing you see, you just see gray rocks around you, first of all. This is the first thing you see, but you see next to you, a foot next to you, touching your knee, a crystal gem egg of purple and white and orange laying right next to you. Beautiful. The light shimmers, the twilight shimmers off of it. You see a wall around you. There's no ceiling. You see, like, no trees. There's no trees anywhere in your view. Like, up, because there's walls around you. So, but the ceiling is just sky. You see there's like gray walls around you. Arched. Like, they kind of, like you could arch over them. If you were tall enough, you could slide over them. It's gray. And black. It's got an odd pattern to it. This is a scaled wall. A circle around you like a tube. And you begin to realize you were laying in a gigantic coiled snake that is sleeping, and you were right at the center of the coil. It breathes slowly as it is asleep, as you were in the middle of this coil. Just, there's a little bit of leeway here, but yeah. If this had gotten one of the resistant poison people, none of you would have gotten here. I was like, I hope Darash or Pen gets nabbed by this thing. And I got one of you.
How
I
big
will
is
send you
the
a
egg?
picture. The egg is like,
egg.
Yeah, it seems like the crystal egg that you had been tipped off on, and it is like a foot. It's like a football. Let's say it's like a football, like an American football.
Put it so, for instance, I could put it in the script that Tax normally hangs in.
Yes, you could.
It's about his small dragon size. Like I could take it and
a little bit bigger, but you definitely could put it in the script.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an American football kind of size. It's, and I can kind of show you what you're laying in the middle of.
So I'm in a snake tube.
Yeah, there's just a wall of snake around you.
Oh my god!
It's just like a snake coiled up. You're laying in the middle of it. You're not touching the walls. There's like 5 feet both ways of just ground here, and then there's the wall around it. And this thing is like you can't even see over it. Like if you were to stand up, it's you can't even properly see. You might be able to if you stand up, but right now it's just a wall's like high above you of snake.
Oh.
It was a trap. The snakes were sent out to get someone, knock them out, failed the con save, and they're here. And now you woke up here.
Okay.
Hungry.
So the snake is asleep, or it appears to be asleep. I'm assuming it's asleep, right?
Yeah, definitely appears so.
I can't really
It's
do anything. Can I?
Just like tickle it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just fly away.
So
Wriggle yourself underneath.
first, what I'm going to do is just very, very slowly and carefully. Pen lays his hand very, very gently on the egg, and just lets the tiniest little bit of connection with the egg, and he's like feeling for whether the snake reacts to that touch.
touch it. Nothing seems to happen with the snake. The egg feels like rock, like crystal.
All right, so I'll put the egg in the script. Does the snake have any markings? We would know the marked creature.
From what
Does
you
it
could
feel
see,
like this, is it?
No markings.
No. Okay. And looking at that picture, would I be able to determine the edge of the coil that isn't next to more snake? Like the direction of...
Do you want to stand up and kind of get a look at what you're dealing with here?
Very stealthily.
You
Slowly.
begin to stand up as carefully as you can. And we'll take a break there, if you're fine with that. Are you having fun, everybody?
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm so glad I got
good.
one of you. I was going to be kind of sad if I got one of the people resistant to poison. I was like, get one of the live people. Because I want to put you all on this. Either way, you all would come here for the egg, but I'm so glad that one of you all got to wake up here.
Oh, well done. Love it.
Alright, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back here to see if you can get the crystal egg.
Sounds good.
Wowie.
Oh yeah. Big old bears, Dad. Bears.
I got us Daddy. He was the one that Alexis said when she was given the wish of healing. So, how they finished battle. Thing I am putting. She was Oh, fuck it. Pretty bad. Humanity. All of his magic. Not of army. It's just this stillness of I'm like almost gonna tear apart an army if I'm dead. But I don't. You know, that's then humble like this army standing ready to fight. Because air itself is poison. No air that like will circulate. So if you're in it too long, you get something called hailing. I'm excited about it.
This you get to choose which zone he lives.
No. I sent it to you, so I'm like, I have no idea.
10K per person or 10K per man? You and I are both eligible.
That's what I was trying to like figure out, like how do we apply?
We have to go through the website.
I'd like to apply.
I think it's for undriven. Then they 10% of life. I think
Right. That's my thing is if they took 10K off of mine, that's 100. Of 250 bids. So I'm like, fuck, that would
fucking tough. Axel, get a load of stone. I am the mechanical. There's
Howdy.
Hi.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Are you having fun? I'm glad.
Yeah, having a lot of fun. This was cool.
Day of the hunt!
Day of the hunt! Multiple days of the hunt. Oh, we gotta steal this kill for the big guy. Or else, like, we're gonna get fucked by this thing.
Yeah. Oh, the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, the snake's not fun. None of the things in this arena are fun. They're all bad. Everything in here is bad. Doing well so far, though.
Is the name of this thing a Naga? Or is the Naga the, like, lady-looking thing?
The Nagas, yeah, are the people, the ladies-looking thing. This is its own thing.
Having some tea?
Oh,
I am not gonna go grab an egg.
fucking terrifying. God damn.
I'm glad I got one of you all in the sleep. Because either way, you all would have had to gone in to deal with it if you all went for the egg. But it's more.
But now
tension.
we have a man on the inside.
Yeah. You all will be arriving soon, so.
Just stab it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Where's everybody else?
I don't know. They're pooping.
Oh,
I'm
pooping.
I'm eating some carrots, and I got this very nice looking carrot here.
Ooh, it's like an inchworm.
Yeah.
Yeah, inchworm.
Yeah. Sure.
You know, I wonder how they feel knowing they're pooping at several times across the world. Like they're at the same time, simultaneous pooping. If you think about it, they're all connected through the tubes of the toilet. They lead into the natural world. Everybody's connected right now. Oh, hello. Now it's just Penn and Tara. Simultaneous pooping!
Tara's been here.
Send good vibes through the toilet tubes.
Toilet
Also
tubes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Penn was sucked up into and brought to the snake.
That's right. He went
Was
through
the
a lot of
toilet
sewage to get here.
Mm-hmm.
The people managing the game were like, I guess we'll just use the plumbing. Like, that's the easiest. Saves us money. Budget cuts. Rust away.
Do you ever play that game?
We don't talk about Flushed Away. That movie, Tara has tries to make me watch it every time she does.
Tara, did you see my lovely carrot?
Inchworm! It's nice! Pen, stop pooping! It's time to...
It's time to D&D!
He's purposely shitting so he can strategize longer?
Yeah.
He's taking a nervous shit right now? Yeah.
You're inside a coiled snake. How do?
Mm-hmm.
You pooping?
You pooping?
Ah, God, I love her so much.
Oh god. totally fell in. What if he dropped his like phone in? It's like one of those awkward moments, like, "Oh, I gotta go, but I gotta get it out." Like, it's like the panic.
It takes 1 second to pick it up.
Yeah, but now he's like cleaning it. Oh, there he is. He's like, I gotta get it clean. I can't just leave my shitty phone somewhere. I gotta get it clean.
I'm working. Not
Were you
pooping.
pooping?
Just give me a sec. Sorry.
Let's cut to the rest of you while he's doing that.
Yeah. Do. I'm listening. So do everyone else. Welcome back.
So you all are going along. Penn has just vanished into the earth. And Tax has been letting you off. What do you do on the way?
Why would anybody do this to us specifically? We already have our enemies.
The vitriol?
Why would they take one of us?
No one says anything.
Dashes.
I think both of our questions were directed at Dash.
Oh. Dash would, like, just look stressed and whatnot when there was an awkward silence. He would turn and be like, "What?" Clearly having totally been focused on attacks and walking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that somebody's trying to rig the game against us?
Explain that.
Hey Dash, make a wisdom saving throw for me. Or Constitution saving throw, sorry. Constitution saving throw. Mm-hmm. Yep. 13? Thank you.
Snakes! Thank you.
I just need to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's at this point you are walking towards the direction following Tax. And as Tax passes something, doesn't even care, you all see a statue of a person just standing here. It is a person wearing armor. It is a statue. It is black. It is completely black metal, essentially, standing on a pedestal. Tax just passes it, not even caring. But you all see it. What do you do?
Does it look like one of our competitors?
No. It's very nondescript. It is very just generalized humanoid figure.
I'll take a second and like step back a little bit and just examine it real quick.
Would you take magic?
Is it I can do that, but also like is it in any sort of motion? Like is it scared running away? Is it like an actual statue that was
It's
carved?
just a statue just motioned there on a pedestal facing like if you all were to pass it, it'd be staring straight ahead.
I'll pop detect magic as I continue to walk past then.
It is complete divination magic on it. Tax is turned around and hisses at you all like, hurry.
Yeah, Ash walks past it with his left suit.
You do that, and the statue doesn't speak, but you all hear in your mind. Greetings. Welcome to the day of the hunt. You all just hear this. It's just a statue standing there. Even Tax like whips around because he has enough intelligence to be able to hear that in his mind. And it says, I'm here to offer you a gift. You have found my statue. Congratulations. I could have appeared anywhere, and I've appeared to you. I can offer you 2 gifts. You can learn the location of one of your competitors, but that competitor will learn your location as well. Or, I can allow you to see one section of the game. Pick.
Yeah.
How big is the section?
You will see a 30-foot sphere.
Is that like a fourth of the arena?
30-foot sphere. This is
Can you
miles.
like give me
Mirror, that's
miles?
That's like miles.
Being a spellcaster, you easily can know what 30 feet sphere is.
Yes.
30 feet.
I'm just hoping you'll give me more.
He just says 30-foot sphere.
Why not let them know where we are?
True.
Who'd be dumb enough to come down here?
I mean, we were.
As I look around at us.
I can assure you that there is a special item in this valley that is bonus points for the game.
Yeah, we know.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Goes, he looks like, I think the center might be a good bet just to see.
Yeah. I agree.
30-foot.
I think that's good.
Sphere in the center.
In the center.
You can also exchange some of your trophies for another glimpse. It will require 3 trophies per
That's
glimpse.
a lot.
Does
I-
Pen
Welcome to
have a
microtransactions.
Pen has them all.
Mhm.
We gotta
We
go
gave them
kill
all the
3
pens.
things.
Mhm.
Wait, do we get anything from the snakes?
Oh,
Yeah. I would say from the collective swarm of snakes, you would have gotten. It's 1 trophy, but you would have gotten the fangs from them. But it would be collected as 1 item, so 1 swarm of snakes, like trophy.
I took those 2. Grabbed them. As I was saying.
The last thing
I mean-
you saw?
Yeah, you all would have those, but he said he needs 3, so he wouldn't have enough for that. Time is ticking. Very well. Who wants to see?
Oh,
Very
okay.
well. Step forward. Mirror.
Oh, alright. Step forward.
Step forward. The eyes brighten red, and then mirror your eyes brighten red as you get the effects of a scrying spell, which automatically goes through to the center. What you see here is you get a glimpse. Your vision flies over a little bit of this lake, and you come to a little cove. The land makes a wall with a plateau on it, but there's a little beach here. The lake leads towards this. There's a little sailboat. There are a few trees on this beach, and there's a cave that leads into the wall. And what you see, walking here. Let me grab this image for you. There it is. You see this, with a large, glowing sigil on its side. Walking through, enters the cave, comes back out, and keeps walking around.
Does it look injured?
Is it injured or are there people around?
No, nothing here but this Triceratops. Your vision fades.
Okay.
Would you like to see somewhere else for 3 trophies?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you, sir.
Very well.
Is does this look like the what the fuck is his name? The guy who announced this
No, it's very
Okay,
nondescript. It is very
Okay.
just general human figure. It's humanoid. It's not even. It's like a mannequin.
and and
almost.
his voice is not familiar.
No.
Okay.
You stand there for a moment. Would you like to see somewhere for 3 trophies?
I think he's just gonna keep repeating this. I
need
think
to-
we need to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Would you like to see some as you walk away?
Well, I found the thing we're supposed to be going after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in the middle, the smack dab middle.
Smack dab middle.
Smack dab.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
the statue says as you walk away.
Smack dab.
Continue going. Pen, are you good?
Yep.
All right. Pen, we switch back to you. As
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
might
got
be.
a. He's got
Everything
The
just-
moving desk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call it lower, it's descend.
Ooh. Yes.
Right.
Then you are.
So Pen is
Make a stealth
just
check.
very, very carefully and stealthily having a tiny, tiniest of peaks.
Yep. Make a stealth check as you're trying to look over this coil, which is about
15,
6 feet and
16.
something.
Oh, you're not encased. Okay, I was thinking encased.
Mm-mm.
I'm in a tube.
No.
In a snake
He can
tube.
see the sky. It's just
Yeah.
rolled up. So so you actually get to the top, and you have to stand on your tiptoes just to barely see as you carefully stand up. You nudge one of the rocks with your foot. You halt. Snake doesn't stir. You get on your tiptoes and look, and you see this large coil of, because it's a coiled snake, right? That's just in rows. So think of it. There's imagine 3 donuts. The one you're closest to, the one around that, and then the one around that. And you see its head is on your left side facing north.
Right, okay.
But there's basically 3 tubes that you have to get over.
So that ends the pointy end.
Yes.
God, I don't know what the others are doing. I know they're heading for the egg, so I know they're coming towards me. I know that one of them's an idiot but can fly. 3 coils.
Yeah, 3 donuts basically.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else in there with me.
No.
Tall as you.
Let me just have a look at what I've got.
Yeah, it's a
You got
little
them
taller than you.
hops, boy.
Got what?
Jump.
You got them hops. You got that vert.
Okay. I'm going to go up away from the pointy end.
Okay, so you're facing south at the moment.
And the guys...
Its tail is like curled right next to its face on the northern side.
Do I know that I'm facing south? Though?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I do. So I know
Being a
that
ranger and seeing the
guys
sky,
are
you can
actually... So pointy end's behind me, north.
Yep.
I'm facing south, and I know that the team are that way.
Yeah, they're like, they are south, they're southeast, yep. Real quick, while you're thinking, I'm gonna be back in like 30 seconds. While I was washing my hands
pooping?
earlier, I got my sleeve wet, and I realized I'm starting to drop my sleeve on my notes. Because I accidentally, my sleeve fell down while washing my hands, like, oh shit! And then it's like dabbing my notes, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I'm gonna change my shirt.
A DM costume change. Who'd have thunk it? I think that the smart thing... Tara's gone to watch that costume change. Gotta get me... Gotta get me some of this. I think the smart and very unpen thing to do is just to stay put. And... because I can't... Like, jumping is going to wake the fucking thing up. And it will be quick. And like, if I prod it, it will wake up. And then I won't be able to jump over it. I can... But when I maybe peek over and think I see you flying or something, I can, like, fire breath up in the air to let you know where I am. And that might wake it up. But at least then you guys will be there too. Suss it out. Are we allowed to do that? I can tell you my strategy, right?
You can do that.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like it makes sense for them to not know what.
Yeah, and so not doing anything, but knowing, like, what he knows is that you've got a radar.
Yeah, you have an understanding that our goal was to get the
bringing
egg.
you to me. I am the radar. So Pen's gonna hold out, not do anything, not make any sudden movements or wake the thing up, but he's going to, now that he's standing up, carefully, he's going to just keep an eye on exactly where he thinks the team are coming from so that he can signal to them, or try and signal to them once he can see them. Are you just going to do it topless? Do it.
I went and grabbed my beanie off the shelf. I was like, oh, I'm missing something. My beanie as well. So I put my beanie back on. No, I looked down and my notes they're getting, without showing you stats.
Soggy.
I got soggy notes from leaning on them. Anyway, so sorry about that. I just didn't want to sop on my notes anymore.
You can kill the snake with water, guys.
I got on.
I need
It's
an umbrella.
Vana's stats who are currently mopped right now. It's Vana's stats. Anyway, my apologies. So, Pin.
Oh, Vana's the bird that Dash was flirting with.
She's human, but yeah.
Pin's gonna do nothing. He's just gonna keep an eye out because they are homing in on him.
Yeah, you're just chilling. That's fair.
He's just gonna chill and keep an eye on the direction that they're likely to come from, so that he can signal.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Tax is making a beeline for him as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You'll wait about 12 minutes before.
Can I do something?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Can I concentrate really, really hard and go in my head, Tax, seeing if I can like push through, because I can feel him always, but I've never pushed up against the bond mentally.
You attempt. That's all you know.
Okay.
You were trying your hardest. With you all, you've been walking for a while, and you all just see Tax stop and then start running very quickly.
Yeah.
I think you heard something.
Okay, time to go.
You all are heading forward.
I take quick space.
You all are heading ahead. You're going forward and forward and forward, and you all hear to your right a little bit of ways. Oh, Tara? I looked back at the screen. As you all are sprinting, you hear a crack, and Tax stops. A large crack to your right. You look through the trees, and you see another Allosaurus, 50 feet, maybe more away. It begins to start turning. It stops what it's doing. It seems to have been rummaging through something. It stops. Starts perking its head up.
Down tree.
And try to get
Yep.
Roll stealth checks.
Ah.
Oh my god.
We fucking literally made the most noise possible.
I like to think
Got a
it's
17.
because
Because it just fucking falls and it's clanging.
the second that Dash grabs Tax goes, chicken, and bites Dash, and Dash goes, wah! And bumps into Granza, who falls over.
Yep. Mira, what did you get? Can you...
I got a 17.
Oh god.
Nice!
Mira's completely stealth,
looking at
but
them and
Crianza hits you. Yeah. The domino chain. When you see the Allosaurus, poke its head up.
I was about to say he would throw Tax at
Hunting towards you.
He would say get to pen, and he would take off into the air and try to distract
No!
Ross is off. Woof. You have Tax is just into your arms, Crianza, hissing as boof, boof, boof. You
Does
fly
it look
up.
like it's working?
Well, let's see. Are you all heading towards the nest?
I'm not
Not
gonna
moving.
super run, but
You all-
I'm gonna start moving slowly.
So you're moving slowly, Crianza. You're not moving?
No.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Both of you. The DC for Crianza is lower. Darash, you just head up. Whoosh. What are you doing?
I'm pawing at it. I'm going to towards birds.
Towards the Pteranodons?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make me...
And he is like making himself as big as possible.
Make an intimidation check.
Tiny.
Just to kind of gather all this, to make as much as you can.
17.
17. You begin to fly towards it and swoop around it. Its bite. You're out of grasp, but the bite just kind of snaps up you whoosh, as you are carefully out of grasp. And it begins to turn, snapping some branches and some trees away from the other two as you begin to head off in that direction. How far are you going to go? In the distance, being up in the air, you actually see in the distance a little bit, the jagged rock with a nest on there.
Oh, I'm on the top of the fucking...
No,
Oh,
that's
no,
the
the
Pteranodons.
Pteranodon nest is on the
Yeah.
top.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
He is at this point. Well, he's there's danger. He's gonna try to essentially distraction.
Okay.
Taking off or attacking.
Okay.
And he's looking for
Fly more.
try to like swoop hide something. Try to legit that distraction.
Okay. You'll fly for about a minute or so, still having this thing follow you. And you begin to shriek outwards, and you begin to see climbing over the edge of that nest in the distance, the winged creatures begin to come up. 7, 10, 15 of them begin to come towards you.
Yeah, that's what I was nervous. I was like,
Do you want to try to do you want to try to swoop down and to hide?
yeah.
Make me a stealth check. As you begin to look back, you see behind you is this large orangish red Allosaurus. Ahead of you is a flock of Pteranodons coming your way. As you begin to just soar downwards.
Actually, no.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try to flip back to try to get on back of
Okay.
Yeah.
him, yeah.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check. You're waiting. You're flying more and more towards the Pteranodons, waiting. And then when the timing is right, you are going to come back, land on the Allosaurus's neck. What'd you get? A 12.
I love how you put your 12, which is quite good if it wasn't 12.
I mean, it's just it's proficient. It's just not good, you know.
That's fair.
The gesture adds 1. It's actually 13. See these fingers. Be distracted.
Jazz hands.
So what's going to happen with the 12? You've realized to time this right, you wait a few more seconds, but you realize a couple Pteranodons are going to get an attack on you in order to bring the rest of the herd. 2 of them, you realize now, are ahead of the flock, and those 2 will grab on or try to fly by and peck at you as they fly, but the plan might still go on. So as it goes, they are going to fly by and bite you with a 19 plus some, so that one hits.
Ow.
And D4s are hard to pick up. You will take 4 piercing damage as 1 swoops at your shoulder as you're currently flipping back. 1 will grab you and tear some of the feathers and skin out. You can say you're plucked almost. And the other one...
Mother plucker.
Yeah, even better.
I'm Mother Pheasant Plucker.
With a 16, it does not hit you. The other one will miss. You see it fly by. As you manage to take the hit, you're able to land back onto the creature's neck as it is just snapping backwards, but can't quite reach you. It's going to try, though. With disadvantage. Disadvantage, the Allosaurus will get a bite on you. I rolled a 17 and an 8 and an 18 natural.
God damn.
But you see the flock is coming for the creature just first. So you're doing it, but you're basically taking some hits on the way, essentially. As it will get somewhat of a bite onto you. 17 piercing damage. Allosaurus bites hard. I don't know if you guys got bitten by the previous one. Are you still up?
Oh yeah, I'm still up, but no, like.
Oh good.
Dash.
I thought you said no. You slide down its neck and get further onto the back as you see a flock of Allosauruses. A flock of Pteranodons come down on this Allosaurus, just pecking at this thing. It is biting at these, but you see a couple of them Pteranodons still might come for you. What do? You are now sliding to the lower end of this creature. How do you get out of this?
Honestly, it's gonna try to disengage, like to the point that I will take it to like try to fucking disengage. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he's
you can use your action disengage. Anybody can do that. So you can just use your whole action disengage for free. So you just fly off and try to get as away as possible. As you fly, you feel the tip of your wings almost get pecked by or grabbed by the Pteranodons. Were you gonna say something else?
yeah, he had that one.
Make a stealth check as you narrowly escape a few more pecks from the Pteranodons.
21.
Oh.
You throw yourself into bushes and then run and then just throw yourself into some dirt. Just push. As you just hear this roaring creature with a flock of Pteranodons, more come and just. And I will say, yeah, after a few moments of just waiting there, of hearing this battle of these ferocious creatures, after a moment, boof, a large thump as the Allosaurus has been taken out. You just hear flesh 15 feet away from you, just being ripped. and then they all leave.
Nicely done.
God
Took some hits,
damn.
but you got another Allosaurus killed.
What's your health?
Trophy.
Yeah, what is your health?
5.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
you peek
Don't
your head
trip.
out. And yeah. You peek your head out, and what you'll see is essentially plenty of little trophies, talons, as well as the Allosaurus tooth. So you'll get one Allosaurus tooth, as well as 5 Pteranodon talons. You pit them against each other, and then Allosaurus got some.
Nicely done. Wow.
And Allosaurus stood no chance against the flock of those.
Took out 5 of them though.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair.
yeah, at that point, do them first.
Okay, yeah. What were you all? Jarash just leads them away. Far off, couldn't even catch up to that.
I'd say
'Cause with the flying
I would
speed.
hide.
Make stealth check. Carranza, and what are you doing?
I got a 5.
Oh, you're muted.
Tax is here. Am I seeing Miri go to hide? Like, what is Tax doing?
Tax is like you were holding him, and if you're not trying to keep him held, he will just settle down, and will just like hiss angrily, like, "We need to go," but waiting still. He's not sprinting off without you all.
Yeah.
I think, but Penn will have kept trying to push against the thing, and would probably, don't know if he'd say like big snake, but he'd be going tax, but he'd be sort of out trying to outline the situation mentally, like maybe it's vision based rather than vocally. So I don't know if tax would ever get that it was like be careful, but
Maybe we'll see.
some anticipation maybe.
Yeah,
I'm going
we'll
to
see.
have Nevi fly up and take a look at where Dash went.
Okay. Easy enough. After a moment, you can actually watch the whole ordeal go down.
Oh, oh.
You see it from a distance, like, because they didn't go too far, so you'll actually see it all go down, and then eventually you'll see Darash pick up the stuff. I imagine start heading back.
I'm about to say, yeah, he starts to stack. Oh, sides.
Whimpering.
I'm gonna go over to that direction.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
should
gonna have like
follow.
Nevi kind of like direct Dash and us together.
Yep. After a few moments, 4 minutes or so, you meet halfway. And
Yeah, we had to deal with you first.
If you're irritated. But like, when Lickdell's too tired to be irritated.
You're a mess.
Do you think we should have a little rest, or do we just keep trying to go?
You get a wash and some light. You get 5 health.
every little bit helps.
I want to see the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to go.
Fine. I got this. We're finally talking about.
Okay. You all heading towards following the egg on the map?
Mm-hmm. Following Tax.
Okay. It'll only take you a few moments to get there. It's not actually, it's about 10 minutes maybe. Cut back to Penn just playing tic-tac-toe in the dirt, surrounded by a snake. Let's see if the snake stirs.
It's like you're too
Penn, the walls move slightly. As if the snake was adjusting its head a little bit and pulled itself just a few feet along. Then it just settles back down. That's about 5 minutes into this. A few moments later, you all come to what you think might be a clearing up ahead, but then you look down, it's another drop in. Not very big, like it's not a valley, but you look down, and it is basically... It is the snake's resting spot. You see, imagine this huge-ass snake just laying here, and then from its outer ring, basically, to the wall is 20 feet. So from its outer ring to the wall is 20 feet. So you could be able to get in, walk 20 feet towards it, and then there's the coils. But you actually look down, and you see Penn just sitting there in the middle, and Penn, you look up and see them, yeah.
He'll like very carefully just get the egg out and go and put it back in the
yeah,
and then go.
What's your strength score? Your main score? Probably not. Like, with
I think we've fought as well,
roll.
so you'd know my weight pretty well.
What if we made a net?
Penn
Put him in
like
it.
Penn can see them like conferring, and he gets out a dagger and goes.
Penn dabs down there. That's what he. That's what he does, a dabber.
With the dagger in his hand.
Yeah. Accidentally pulls
Magical.
the snake.
Shake his head, and he would motion to the bite mark and be like,
Ooh, okay. Possibility.
Hang on. So he'll point to Mira, and he'll get the egg out, and he'll go.
Don't do that.
See the size of this snake. It's a penis joke.
Oh,
Webcams
God.
were the perfect thing that we needed. Sorry, that's so good.
"Oh my god!"
How close would I get to the snake to do a mage hand?
Mage hand goes 30 feet?
30 feet.
If you got almost to it on the ground, you probably could.
You'd be in that crater.
Yes, you'd be down in there.
Can
But-
Dash lift Mira?
I was just about to say that she's
Mira's.
much of the best.
Yeah, so you've carried her aloft before and sat her down. You can, but not for very long, and not. It's a roll to see how well. Like, she's possible because she is dead,
A husk.
but you can't just do it with ease. Because with you flying, it's so hard to carry a human being.
You're quite noisy with flying as well. Bear in mind, like you don't fly.
That's the thing. Is like Nevi would be quieter flying.
I'm a fucking owl. Yeah.
You want us to try to send Nevian?
Yeah.
Well, I was like, he would look at Penny and be like, he would motion him to lay the fuck down.
So Penn lays on his back, but he's holding the egg up, like in front of him, and
Yeah.
he's got his eyes closed.
Second time you've done this today too, with Nevi trying to get something.
Yeah. Oh, from the water.
That fucking snake.
Okay. So you're sending out Nevi. Flies off the shoulder. I need you to make, first of all, stealth check for Nevi. Because she's still a creature, making noise and moving.
Okay. The
thing is asleep.
13.
Did you say we think it's asleep?
Well,
Or
I mean,
the
if it
thing
is
is
asleep,
asleep.
it will make the... Yeah, if it's asleep, it will make the DC easier. So, Nevi's flying out. Slow as she can, while still going, gliding down. Now I need her to make a dex check. Because this egg is not the easiest thing to pick up. It's jagged, it is large. So, this is a problem already.
No!
What did Nevi get? 6. Okay. She does a flyby, essentially, because that's how she'll be able to get it. She'll do a flyby. Her talons will grab onto it, because she can't just sit there and do it carefully. She really has to do a flyby. That's what owls are known for hunting to do. She clutches it, and it just rocks it. Pin, make me a dex or sleight of hand check to make sure you hold onto this thing. Because an owl is just going by with its weight and trying to knock it.
We're good. +5. 23!
You hold it tight. Nevi misses, unfortunately.
Do we do it again?
Nevi flies past. The snake's head with lightning speed. Whoosh! And bites Nevi.
I have flyby.
Oh?
I do not provoke opportunity attacks.
You do. But this is just a general attack. I'm gonna give it disadvantage. Because you have flyby. Because it's not an opportunity attack. It's simply... It was awake, and it's awesome. This is just an attack. However, because she is flying by, I'm gonna give it disadvantage. Because of that ability.
Baby!
What's the AC?
11.
4.
14. Just snaps up into the air as she's flying by, like around it.
Pen will chuck it back in the script and fire breath the non-pointy end of the snake coil.
Okay. From your all's end, it was biting it, and then it was about to lay back down to go back to sleep, and then whoosh, a fire comes out. Go ahead and mark off another charge on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start fighting.
Okay, we're making initiative roll now.
21.
No.
It was worth a shot.
Fire damage.
21. Let me see if it's DC 13. What's it?
I think, I could have stabbed the thing, but the fire breath for effect and flavor was to make it, jump, so maybe he can get under the coils. So he'll be watching to see if it creates an opening for him to get the fuck out of there.
That's a good roll. Much better than last time.
How much damage?
21 damage.
21 damage.
I know. I got two sixes of
7, yeah.
2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
It's like the complete opposite roll.
Yeah, easy enough as you are just encased with the thing, you just turn your head and just get the pointy side as well as the wall in here. As it's setting its head down, you just blast fire all over it. It is becoming crisp and it reels its head at you, still embers dancing off of it. It looks at you. And that's where we're on this.
An opening to dive on. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's just picked its head up and looked at you in the center of it. Alright, and we'll get initiative.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
But you did a shit ton of damage. Okay, hold on.
It's a bit cheesy to use luck on initiative.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the natural one.
I hate to leave one more time. I'm gonna go grab a drink because I feel a little bad, so I'm gonna go grab a water really quick.
Headachy.
Not headachy, just need a drink. I just need a drink.
Yeah,
I haven't
go get
had
water.
too much today. I'll be right. I hate to leave for a third time. I'll be right.
No, it's fine. We're gonna
Good.
help Terra focus.
Yeah. So Tara, the trick is you put your hand up, and then you slowly your hand gets into focus, right? And then you slowly back it up and keep your hand in focus. So you'll need to go back in.
Okay.
Back in.
Yeah.
Okay, you're focused there, and then inch it. You lost it. Back in.
Do it with your face. Give us a real
Yeah, do it with your
close-up and
face.
then,
This is why I'm always up here sometimes. You're so far away.
How's it going?
How far away are you from your camera?
I'm not. I'm just short. I can't. if I do this, I'm not even halfway there.
Cute as a button you are.
Alright,
God, this is so much fun.
next
Action,
idea.
action,
Completely
action.
cover it, make it dark, and
Okay,
then quickly go up.
Whip it out.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, yes! It did a little bit forward.
Ethan, this is so much fun. You're muted. It's so much fun. It's action. It's an action Jackson. Love it.
Thank you. I'm glad. Drink my water.
And
Okay.
Dash did something cool for a change instead of just being a surly kid.
Magic.
Sorry about that. I started feeling something coming on. I'm like, no. I need to fix this. So I just need a drink, I think. Okay. So, let me grab that initiative. Did you pop that initiative tracker?
There.
Thank you.
Damn, Mira!
Glad you're having fun
I
though.
got a natural 20.
Woo!
Did you? Nice.
You
But
got
I still have a
natural 20 and then you
minus
go down.
Oh, so you got a natural 20. So,
Yeah.
regardless of Dex, you'll be 19 initiative order. However, you get a surprise round. You'll get a
Yeah.
not a surprise round, but you get an extra round. So hold on, 19.
I don't think I've ever got a natural 20 on initiative. Then,
I know that Nick,
Nick,
has.
you rolled
an
2
active-
natural 20s in a row earlier.
Yep. I was sick.
Yeah, sleight of hand and perception.
Yeah, but also remember, there's also been 2 natural ones. So.
That's the only thing I've actually like had 3 this fucking round. God.
What's your health at? Like 8, 10.
10.
Yeah, not the best.
I need a drug shortly.
Same as Mira.
That's
see. It's
why
It's gonna be
I
Pen,
saved some
Pax,
healings.
and Krianza fighting a
Yeah.
rhinoceros.
Yep. So you have fire breath. This immediately, Mira. You see him drinking it before he even extinguishes fire. You are ready to go as the fire is letting out essentially with a natural 20. What do you do, Mira?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my spell book and I'm gonna hold it out in front of me. Like levitating off my hand, and I'm gonna cast Mind Whip.
Cast Mind Whip. How far is
Intelligence
that one?
saving throw.
What's the distance?
90 feet.
Nice.
Go ahead. Fail.
Whip sounds so
It's a
cool.
fail.
Mm-hmm.
15 damage.
Ow.
I so never want to fight either of any of you.
Aiming toward.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it looks towards you. Embers coming off of it, Pengelly, and then it just winces. Its head recoiling back. Even its tail near its head just kind of reels back a bit. You're still in the coil though. Okay, Mira, it's your turn now.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yep. You mind whip it. You're still up on the edge up at the top of the plateau. How's the music, by the way? I've got a lot new music
Right.
this
It's
episode.
been really good.
Yes.
I can really gauge it to the mood now, which is nice.
Yeah.
What you got, Mira? Krieger on deck.
Alright, am I within 60 feet?
Not quite, I would say. It's
How close would I need to get to be within 60 feet?
15 more feet there, probably.
Okay,
We'd have to probably get down or fly. Because it's kind of at a diagonal and quite far away.
can I get down?
Down,
How do you get down?
down.
How steep is it?
It's like a 20-foot drop. It's way in there. Like you were just able to get the mind whip off.
I can't even get out. We're gonna have to try and kill this thing.
It's a drop.
like-
It's not like a little hill.
Oh no, it
slant.
is just like the valley. It is just a straight
Fuck.
drop. You could tell that this thing probably gets out because it's big enough to clamber up and just slither out. This thing's like a
Slither,
bolt.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
Alright.
straight drop cut. What are you doing, Mira?
Alright. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Down into the basin?
Yep.
He's gonna.
Oh, she's in.
You're gonna appear. Whoosh. You appear at the bottom.
And then I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness.
Whoosh. A red, vile energy whips out of your hand and goes towards it.
Pen ducks.
Yeah, back into the coil.
21 to hit.
21.
Hit. Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
I get such red
Fail.
witch vibes off of Mira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather way.
19 damage.
You muted.
19 damage, and it fails.
And it is poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Yo! Can a snake be poisoned?
Oh.
Gonna find out. How much damage?
19.
God damn.
It's at second level.
Nice. It is hurting essentially. Like that was like a big whomp all in one go. The fire and now all of this. It is now looking toward you, Mira, not even remembering the humanoid figure in its coil.
Let go, guys.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, is that your turn?
I did the damage, but I'm gonna die. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Krianza.
May I have a Wisdom 14 saving throw, please?
Yes. What are you doing?
You mind
Toll
spiking
the
it.
dead.
Ooh.
What was your saving throw? 14? I rolled
14.
a natural 14, I'm afraid. Wait. No negatives yet, it's 14. Unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
I'm so sorry. I was wondering if it had
There's
a
a
negative.
nice little bell that goes off.
It dings a little bit.
Sorry. Yeah, if it had a negative, it would have gone off. I rolled a natural 14.
Cool,
Is that your turn?
cool. Yeah,
Sorry, Nevi's gone too. I'm so sorry.
maybe. No, it's good. It'll happen. That's why I bought more reagents.
Yeah, it was just a straight attack. It wasn't even an attack of opportunity, even with disadvantage. Is that you done then? Or do you have something else up your sleeve?
That's it.
Alright. It's the snake's turn. Pengelly, I need you to make me a dex saving throw. It's not attacking you, but it's simply heading and it's going to roll over you probably if you don't, it's just going for Mira now. You see it pick up and it just starts to slowly unravel, but some of the coils might get onto you as it is heading for Mira now, like slithering along.
14.
14, you're able to kind of follow it out, and when it picks up its kind of a piece into an arch, and you're able to slide under it, and you are now out of the coil of the snake, but it is now coming towards Mira. Doesn't quite get to you this turn. It'll dash, it'll get to you, and it just gets to you and stops, and just looks up and down onto you, but it can't attack. So it gets to you, but it can't attack. Alright, and with that, it is Darash.
What did you
I'm so what I say this
Not
time?
you.
It's not you.
Stard has done something to Nick visually. And
Oh no! The inchworm!
The inchworm.
Oh my god.
I mean,
So
if it
good.
didn't have the bend.
Yep. What you doing, Dash?
so now it's a suitably blurry penis. Well done. You've censored them. Focus, children.
Sorry. Yeah, Dash was diving and he is gonna fucking swipe me.
Okay. So you're coming in down to the bottom and going for a swipe. You staying in the air? Okay. Go for it using a key point. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Damn.
All three hit.
It's big.
It's big.
Twenty.
23.
Damn.
Easy.
Just slashing this thing.
He's gotten a fucking
Yeah.
It's about 40.
Yep. Hasn't even got to hit.
Nope.
All right.
Until it does. Drop.
And it's gonna kill me.
Yep.
Disengaging is still trying to look big, still trying to take attention off.
Make an intimidation check.
He's so big.
What'd you get? It is looking down at Mira.
Oh fuck!
It's at this point. Who's still up top? Crianza?
Yep.
You look back. And they roll really bad on their stealth, but you hear... I'm gonna get for that one. You go dive in, and you look back, and you see Mozzie, the half-orcish paladin woman, running and arcing around away. And you see coming towards you is the gnome with the gloves as he cracks his knuckles. Hey there, how's it going?
Hi.
Starts
Not well.
running forward. Starts running forward, gets up, goes into a jump, and has his feet out, is going to try to kick you down into the basin. I need you to make me an acrobatics or athletics check, essentially. Actually, hold on a second. Shove 5e. It's a shove attack.
That's athletics.
I think it's an attack. Yeah, I think for him it's an attack though. You make a special attack. If you're able to, the target must also be one size larger than you, or no more than one size larger than you. So you're. Yeah, it is athletic. You're right. Athletics, and it's same as grapple. Yeah. So acrobatics.
And then acrobatics or athletics. Okay.
Yeah, same as grapple. They've been following. They caught on to you all on the trip over. 12? You get hit right in the stomach as you...
Can you try to bring him with you?
Yeah, can I like grab his foot or something when makes contact?
Would you like to try to grab onto the cliff edge or grab him and bring him with you? Gotta make a choice there. You can grab him. You can try.
Grab
Roll into
him.
the snake.
And then land on him. Maybe his butt.
Lead with him.
I'm gonna count this as a reaction, and we'll make another one. This will be athletics from you, though, because this is straight.
We're now twisting it, essentially. No.
Natural 20 here. What did you get?
2.
Oh, really? Did we get 1 and 20?
No, I got it. 2.
Oh, gotcha. Unfortunately, natural 20 here. This red die is being a monster today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it up and go for the green die. He kicks you and you grab onto his foot and he's just not able to. He plants down as you fall off. And with that,
20 feet.
can anybody do anything?
Let's say I know that Dash can't carry them. Can Dash try to slow them down?
You're somewhat nearby because you were fighting.
Snake?
You're fighting right below.
I could be a human cushion.
The closest person would be Mira.
Right. Possibly. Do you have anything else? Because that Darash is the hardest.
Pen's just like currently like dodging underneath a coil that's come up. And I'm imagining Crianza. Can he like get underneath it and heave the coil, try and push the coil of the snake below where Crianza's gonna fall? So Crianza
you're like 40 feet back because you're still
on
on
the other side
spot where you were, and the snake floated all the way to the edge. Unfortunately, you're like 30 feet back. 20.
Sorry, mate, you're boned.
Yep, I'm big boned.
Yeah, we can try Darash. It'll be a high roll. It'll be high DC. It'll be a reaction, but the snake will also get an attack of opportunity on you with advantage because you are leaving the snake to try to slow her down.
Was a disengage taken?
Yeah, disengage.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, so it would just be a high roll. But if you fail, even if you succeed, you will take a little bit of damage because you can't catch her or catch them and stop them. You will basically be slowing them down, and you will be taking some of it. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, the biggest thing is like even though like in real life it's dumb, Darash would do it. So.
Darash. This will be used as a reaction as well. Yeah, these people have been following you since you lost Pen.
This is
Damn.
what Dash looks like trying to catch.
Yeah. What'd you get, Ross? 17. Karanta, you're slipping and you feel impact, and you both start hurtling down. You hit the ground and roll a bit.